Boom! Everybody! Woohoo! How are we all doing? Wow. This has been an interesting week, isn't it? He says as he turns down the volume on one of his monitors. How are we all doing? Wow, yeah, I mean, it has been for me personally, it's been a very topsy-turvy week. I think it's either been full on for me this week or kind of full off the throttle. It's been really odd. It's been quite an odd week. Anyway, we made it to the weekend. I've got a great weekend lined up as well. You guys will find out a little bit more about that tomorrow, no doubt. And I'll go back into London. So it's going to be an exciting weekend in so many ways. I can't say anything yet. I could say something there. It's no big deal. Anyway, you'll find out tomorrow anyway. Let's focus on the here and now, shall we? Certainly, we're going to be talking about some quite big subjects tonight with some quite big price points, that's for sure. Of course, that's going to be the new Lego Star Wars Jabba's Barge, which, on the whole, I think everyone generally seems to like. They're just not necessarily enjoying that price point that it's at. It is, even for Lego Star Wars tax purposes, quite high. Anyway, we're going to have a little look at it. We're going to break it down and just see if we can somehow justify the cost of it. I don't know. I've got an idea that I think maybe Lego might maybe make some last minute adjustment. They've certainly done it before. I'm pretty sure, thinking about it, going back years ago now, when the AT-AT came out, just before it actually came out at midnight or 1 minute past midnight at Leicester Square. Years ago, I always remember because Thomas, of course, I think he bought about 2 or 3, maybe even 4. I don't know. It was an obscene amount anyway. And I'm pretty sure that they made a kind of adjustment to the price just before it was released. I don't know. I got some thoughts on that. And I'm sure as hell know a lot of you out there have as well. Of course, got the new Imperial dropship as well. I really like that. I've got a thing about Scout Troopers. It was one of the first things I kind of wanted to army up when I first got into Lego. And then I discovered how blooming expensive it is. So I think I got about 15 of them. And then I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I even bought some cheap ones that were kind of sunburnt as well. So the colours were right off. They really were. I don't know. I've just always loved it. I've got this real soft spot as well for the kind of the intro sequence to the New Hope, which of course was just kind of Star Wars 1 back in 1977. But yeah, I don't know. The Scout Troopers are pretty cool. I love that corridor scene that they came out with Lego earlier on this year. I love that. I built that. I still haven't done the review on it yet. Maybe I'll wait till the dropship. I don't know. I like things to be in a little bit more context, if you know what I mean. The Pharrell Williams set, that comes out today. And yeah, George Gillette, he actually designed it as well. And I'm going to buy it. Why am I going to buy it? I like it because it's so different. And I like all the faces that it represents as well. Partially as well, myself included in that. Will I go into depth on that? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'll certainly review it anyway at some point. And I'm certainly going to review it after I've actually seen the movie as well. Maybe a little bit more news on that later too. We've got the new Animal Crossing sets as well. I mean, they're not due out until 2025, but let's face it, folks, in the scheme of things, 2025 isn't actually that far away now, is it? I mean, literally, we've got Halloween on the horizon, and it really does feel like Halloween's coming in quick because it is autumn out there in London at the moment. It really is. The leaves are dropping like you wouldn't believe. And, of course, the nights are drawing in, and we've got the super moon. Did you guys see the super moon this week? Or the harvest moon? Amazing. It really was. Hope you did, anyway. Hope it wasn't too cloudy where you boys and girls are. We've got this week's PMQ coming from the amazing More as well. And it's I don't know, you guys are coming up with some absolute bangers when it comes to the panel members' questions. You really are. I'm loving them. And keep them coming as well, folks. You know, if you're ever interested in wanting to do a PMQ, and there's a particular format to it, as you know, just let me know. DM me over at Instagram. Or, of course, you could just drop me an email at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com. Also, as well, while I'm talking about that, when it comes to pictures, and we've got a load of pictures to show you boys and girls tonight as well, do me a little favour as well. Email me any time of the day at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com. Or, of course, you can just simply DM me on Instagram. I think I got that just about round the right way. But anyway, you know how to contact me, folks. I'm pretty accessible, to say the least. My wife, of course, on the other hand, might actually say different. But anyway, what can I say? I love Lego. And she loves me because I love Lego. At least as far as I'm aware, I am. Anyway, I'm only joking. She loves me to bits. Anyway, and we've got mock of the week as well coming this week, or mock the week coming up from Nannanz as well, who's featured this week. That'll be coming up from Gaz a little bit later on. And as always, we've got this week's sponsored by the Lego Team B, or is it Lego Team Bean? Bean Boozled coming up from me a little bit later as well. We're going to be going through tonight's live stream a little bit quicker as well, because I've got to be up quite early tomorrow. I'm going to be in London. I'm going to try and get into London just before 8 a.m. tomorrow. So for all you lovely boys and girls out there that listen back to this on Spotify and on Amazon and on Apple Podcasts, thank you so much. It is growing. It's actually growing really quite nicely as well over as on the audible versions. And if you out there do actually have any comments or suggestions or anything like that listening back, let me know. I even find myself giggling listening to it back as well. We are a cheeky bunch after all. Anyway, talking of cheeky bunches, everybody who's going to be on the stream tonight, on the podcast, you'll find all their details down in the description below as always. And while you're there, give us a thumbs up as well. It really helps us. It helps me grow personally, that's for sure. And it lets the AFOL community know that we're actually alive and kicking as well. Now, you lovely lot out there, I'll be coming to in just a minute, because without you, boys and girls out there, and everybody in between, there wouldn't be such a thing as London Calling. There really wouldn't. But anyway, we got a survey. Before I get to you, lovely lot, we've got a survey running at the moment. Unsurprisingly, actually, no, I'm actually a little bit surprised on a few bits and pieces. But anyway, the question being, and I'm genuinely intrigued about this one as well, because the price is exactly bang on. Priced at £430, that's UK sterling, folks. What Lego set, in your opinion, represents good value for money? And I said that because value can come to people in all different types of guises. For example, I'm really excited about buying the Pharrell Williams set tomorrow. I can't say everybody is. A lot of people don't really seem to get it. But I want it because it's so different. I like it because of that. Anyway, Jabba Barge UCS is third place with 9%. Hogwarts Express Collector's Edition 0%. I'm intrigued by that. I thought there'd be more Harry Potter fans out there than that. Avengers Tower at 17%. But the overall for £430 at the moment is Rivendell with 74%, and it is adjusting all the time. I can see you lovely lot putting your votes in there live as we go. We've got 35 votes on that. By the end of the stream, I'd expect it to be more around 80 to 100 people voting on that. And if there is, do me a little favour as well. Give us a thumbs up, because the two never seem to marry up for some reason or other. But anyway, I love you boys and girls out there having your say. This is what London Calling is all about, having your say, kind of getting a feel for where we're at within the Lego community. And on that note, I think it's about time that I said hello to you lovely lot out there as well. Who we got out there? Gary, of course. Gary's out there all the way from Ireland. Good to see you, Gary. Hope all is good with you. Salexcape is out there too. All the way from, well, whereabouts are you from, Salex? I think it's Denmark, isn't it? I think you're a proper mainland European. Martin's out there as well. He's from the Midlands here in the UK. Bonnie Bricks is out there too, saying happy Friday, everybody. Of course, she's from Scotland. Wonderful Scotland is as well. There we go. I mean, we're not doing pretty bad there. We're kind of going all over Europe, one would say. King Oldendorf's out there as well, saying Bonnie Bricks. Good to see you, Kay. Hope you've enjoyed your week. Hope you've eaten plenty of good pizza as well. Got T-Lac out there too. T-Lac, lovely to see you here as well. Nice to see you in the streams earlier on this week. Catching up with everybody. Where are we going there? Echo Bricks. You lot are cheaty chatty tonight. Echo Bricks is out there as well. He's from Brighton, did you know? And now he lives up in Scotland. He's a top bloke. He really is as well. And he sent me through pictures tonight as well. Lady McBrick, all the way from Germany. Lady McBrick, tell me, I thought you was in America by now. Aren't you travelling today? Or are you travelling to the airport? We've got Matt Mellish out there as well. All the way from Transylvania. Was that Pennsylvania? I always get the two mixed up. I can never remember. But he's got fine teeth, that's for sure. But then most Americans do, I say. Keeper's out there as well, saying, yo, good to see you, mate. Hope all is good with you. There is a lot of love for each other out there. Brickham's dead from Canada. Good to see you, dude. Hope all is well with you. Good chatting with you this week. Sorry I haven't gone into too much depth on some of my answers. Like I say, this week has been a bit up and down, folks. It really has. Thank goodness it's been mostly up. I had a really cool afternoon out yesterday over the other side of London at Wembley. Kind of strictly speaking, it's slightly Middlesex, but it is kind of London postcodey. Seeing Starlight Express. I haven't seen that since about 1988, I don't think. Anyway, it's hardly changed, really. But anyway, it was really good fun. Joel's Bricks is out there as well. Good to see you, dude. Lady McBrick is saying, One Brick Stud. Hello, Chris. How is my favourite Lego brother? OBS. One Brick Stud, Chris. Good to see you, my friend. Chris, I kind of expected you to vote for Hogwarts Express, but I reckon, knowing you, if you hadn't gone for the good old Hogwarts Express, you probably would have gone for Rivendell. Rivendell is a bit of a wow set, to be honest. I'm looking forward to getting that one day too. Crypto Bricks is out there as well. Crypto, I've been enjoying what you've been doing on Instagram this week. Hey Gaz, I'm very good despite being slightly under the weather. How are you, my friend? Great stream a couple of days ago. Really enjoyed Gaz's stream a couple of days ago on Wednesday. Do check it out, folks. You'll find his details down in the description below. He had a really cool stream this week with the Ministry of Making. Ministry of Making will actually be on London Calling November the 1st. Just throwing it out there. Lego Team B are in the house all the way from Australia. G'day, callers. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well with you too. Give my love to Justine as well. Chris, please. 2K Volts. Happy Friday. Finally on holiday. Yes. Dan is finally on holiday. He's been working 9 days in a row. Unbelievable. He's got some good times coming up, though, Dan. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited for you, Dan. I really am. Starting with tomorrow. Say no more. Anyway, we're scrolling down. Mapping the Miles is out as well. The moon this week was amazing. It is. It's beautiful. I love the moon. I don't think it gets enough love out there, to be honest. Which sounds a bit weird saying that, but I watch the sun comes up outside my cabin. The sun comes up over there, and so does the moon. And sometimes you catch the moon and the sun exactly 180 degrees away from each other. I love that. I really do. That's one of the pleasures of living in London on top of a hill. It really is. Mapping the Miles is saying, King Oldnoff, Part Steve has been busy trashing the hallway and family room while he redecorates his bedroom. Good stuff. That sounds good. He's decorating. It's got to be done. Even down here, I've been decorating this over the last couple of weeks. Put a couple of massive blinds up. Kind of helping me with the efficiency and the kind of helping with the lighting with the cabin. It really does. Anyway, not that any much of that now anyway, but it stops the kind of reflections coming back this way. Andrew's out there as well. I'll be building the King George III throne room. Blimey, that sounds good. King George III. Excellent stuff. BKM Slam's out there as well. Hello, London. Hello, Chicago. BKM Slam, I'm presuming you are actually from Chicago. I say that, but let me know differently. BKM Trevor's out there as well. Trevor, good to see you as well. And Trevor, I never got back to you to ask you about your comedy night that you had. How did it go? Thanks for your message earlier on this week as well. Let me know what you thought about my thoughts. Which Build Today? Interesting name. Hello, Which Build Today? Welcome to London Calling. It's really good to have you here and be a part of the LBB family. It really is. Talking of the LBB family, if you lovely lot out there do kind of want to, how can I put it, support the stuff I do, there's a couple of different ways. You can either super chat, or of course you can join and become a member, a kind of slightly more deeper ingrained part of the LBB family. If you're interested in that, you'll find details on that down in the description as well. Brick Hive's out there too, saying hi, KO. Good to see you, Brick Hive. Hope all is good with you, my friend. I did hear about your news in the week live as well, so I messaged you. Hope you're okay. And you know where I am. If you need me, mate, I'm always there for you, my friend. Macro Bricks is out there too. Good to see you, Macro. Hope all is good with you, my friend. Have you been taking some time off as well? You always, Macro, seem to be working so blooming hard. You really do. We got Simon out there as well. Simon, member for 26 months. Dude, I totally love it for that. I really do. I can't even believe I've had memberships for that long. And I remember walking over London Bridge one morning, and it was honestly about 6:30 in the morning. I was talking to Tech, aka Planet Tech, and he said, and I was saying to him, I said, should I do memberships or not? And he was like, yeah, go for it. Glad I did. One of the best things I ever did on the channel. BKM Slam says, London Bridge Bricks, yeah, Brickmania HQ here in Minneapolis, which is where I'm at. Minneapolis. Good stuff. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I think I did. Like I say, most of my family are 90% American. So it is good when I get it just about right. Lady McBrick, how is your stay at Frankfurt Airport? She is travelling. Okay, good stuff. Right, now, talking of good stuff, let's get some peeps on, shall we? I thought for a moment this one wandered off, but she's back again, which is good to see. Anyway, let's bring her in. So she's not been on for a few weeks. She's been a busy bee, she has. I think life's kind of returning back to normal for her. And honestly, folks, I got to be honest, after this week, actually after the last few weeks, I would say, on top of that, because like I say, it's been a bit up and down, even for this lady as well. Do you know what? When people say, it's just been a bit of a normal week, well, I got to be honest with you, there is nothing wrong with normal weeks. There really isn't. It's a topsy-turvy life, and it's quite often we just got to get ourselves up and dust ourselves off. That's life. It really is. Anyway, let's bring her on, shall we? It's the beautiful Meredith, otherwise known to everybody on Instagram, everybody in the YouTube world, as Pink Wheels. Hey, how you doing, Meredith?
How's it going?
I'm good. How the devil are you?
I'm good. I had to cut my mullet, so my mullet's been cut back. So I just have the mom fro right now.
I think it looks good. It looks good. And you're sporting a sweater as well. We like to call them kind of a jumper. It's a
jumpers. Well, I'm in Atlanta. Everyone runs their AC on full blast, including my husband. And so I am freezing in my basement, and I was freezing at my office. My office has, I think, like not the only, but it has one of the vents right over my desk, and I'm always cold, and everyone makes fun of me. So
yeah. I mean, it's exactly 21.3 degrees here in the Cabino, and do you know what? It's just how I like it. But I tell you what, folks, I don't know if you lot have this problem as well, but if I just sit still for too long, maybe it's old age, I don't know. But if you sit still for too long, I just get cold. I need to get up and walk around, get the blood pumping. I don't know. Thank God I got an exercise bike for that. It's weird since I work from home quite often, and the weird thing with what I do, I don't even have to go into London. I really don't. I do it because I love London. I love being up there. I love the vibe. But yeah, you've got to exercise as well. It's important that you do. It really is. Meredith, you're looking great. I'm so happy you're here. I really am, and so is everybody else. Where would you like to go next? We've got Galileo. We've got Canada, albeit he's disappeared for a little while. You know what? I'm trying to think where this guy lives. I don't really know. I don't know where he lives. Where does he live? Of course he's in California. The amount of times I've listened to this guy, and he talks about houses quite a lot. I don't know if he's got moving on his mind. At least it feels like he's kind of been on this moving transition for the last 3 years. It really does. I'll take you to Southampton as well, but there's literally no one there. But we have got someone else from Southampton that's in the house. Someone with incredibly long hair, but he is gorgeous. He really is. He's gone beyond the mullet. He's just got long hair. But I love him to bits. I love everybody who's on London Calling, which kind of helps really, especially when you invite people on. But anyway, where would you like to go?
I was going to ask for the floor score, but it looks like it's not available right now. So I'll go to the person in Southampton who has longer hair than me.
Oh, okay. The person in Southampton with longer hair than you. How can I describe this person, folks? Well, how can I put it? He's about 6'10", right? He's incredibly hairy. Hold on a minute, I'm making him sound like Hagrid. I was going to say he's got a Scottish accent as well. Of course, it's not Hagrid. It's better than that, folks. It really is. This guy is a little genius, especially when it comes to creating mechs. He really is. I love him to bits. He is, honestly, one of the nicest people in the Lego community. And he's Scottish as well. It's incredibly surprising. But anyway, let's bring him in, shall we? Is, of course, Sam Smith, but not that Sam Smith. Hello, you.
Why is it incredibly surprising that I'm Scottish?
I thought, make it all good. Make it all good. Make it all good.
No, one of my favorite parts of London Calling is your intro to me. I find it. I don't know where you're gonna go,
dude. Honestly, right? I'd say to people, like, let's make London Calling much shorter. We'll forget about the intros. I just bring them everyone. They're like, no, I want to be introduced. So I'm like, okay, you want to be introduced? I'll introduce you. What can I say? How are you though, mate? You're looking debonair.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing great. I don't have a convention that I'm massively stressing for in the next 2 days. So yeah, I'm just chilling out.
Now, you actually literally don't know what to do with yourself, do you?
Honestly, yes. I do have something that I need to do. I've got Swindon in about, I think it's 2 weeks time.
Steam. Yeah,
Yeah,
Steam.
Steam.
It could be a turkey for that one. We're going to try and do a live thing
yeah?
as well. It's work in progress.
Okay.
I've made a proposal. I've sent the email. I'm awaiting a response. Of course, I only sent it about an hour and a half ago, so I won't expect it this side of the weekend. Who knows, though? Who knows? Bonnie Bricks is kicking off out there. She's going, have at him, Sam. Is that Scottish talk for something, Sam?
It's disrespect of the Celts is what it is.
Of the Celts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
Of the Celtic Alliance.
The Celtic Alliance blow. Was there ever really a Celtic Alliance? I don't know. Everybody just seemed to like chopping their heads off up there and running around starkers. But anyway, we won't go into that. But what can I say? Anyway, Sam, you're looking very well.
Thank you very much.
I got to be honest. The slightly laid back, not that Sam Smith. It kind of works, don't you think, Meredith? He kind of. It's like a different man. He's aging like he can do. Anyway, Sam,
I'm jealous. I want nice hair like that again.
Well, I'm sure Sam would be happy to cut it off and post it over to you in a bricklink bag or something.
I would get arrested immediately. Why are you posting your hair
Could
across
you
the
imagine that
Atlantic?
going to customs? Yeah, that's true. Be a bit creepy as well, really, wouldn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm intrigued to know, actually, folks. I'm just throwing this one out there. This is a complete tangent. Well, we love a tangent, don't we, Sam?
Of course we do.
How much would you pay for a lock of not that Sam Smith hair? And he'll post it to you in a jiffy
depending
bag.
depending on the answers we get, I might consider it.
Exactly. He'll do anything for Lego, folks. Believe me.
If it's high enough. I've got to afford this sail barge, so come on.
Exactly, yeah. We need
430 anyone?
Exactly. He's going to be bald by the end of this stream. But anyway, what can I say? Macro Bricks is saying, cheers, Bunny. Weekend. No, yeah. Hey, Macro Bricks. We got Sam has luscious locks of love. He does. I absolutely love his locks. Comb that like button. Oh, I like what he did there. Comb that like button. I like that a lot. What's his? I've got a penny. He lives in Scotland, so what can I say? He's rubbing off on him. You talk to Steve, right? He says, "No, I'm from Brighton," and he's like, "Why are you talking to the Scottish accent?" It's because I live up there in Scotland. I'm like, "Yeah, totally rubbing off on him." Coaster Bricks. Emily out there. She says, "Hello, Hive." And Echo. She's out tonight. I thought he was in Blackpool, Coaster. Anyway, where would you like to go, Sam? We've got Galileo. We've got Canada. We've got somewhere in California as well. Oh, we've got Life in Southampton as well, just around the road. I mean, it's about 2 rooms down the corridor probably from you. Where would you like to go?
Oh, let's stay in Southampton.
Honestly.
Let's have a look.
It's about a little community down there in Southampton. Okay, how can I describe this lady? She's actually got longer hair than Sam. In a lot of ways, they kind of share similar features, actually. It's almost like the long-lost son that Carrie never had. I don't know.
We share the same messy floors.
I think same messy floors, very similar hairstyle, definitely the same glasses. I don't know. There's a lot of similarities. Very similar wallpaper as well and shelves, and they like bricks. I don't know. I've always had this theory, right? Because you never hardly ever see them both together, but they could just literally be down the corridor from one another. Who knows? But anyway, let's bring them in. Is of course one of the brick bods, otherwise known as the lovely brick bod. As we all know, it is of course the lovely.
Hello, I'm the lovely one, am I?
You are the lovely one. Now, can I just let me just put you down here for a second. Look, can anybody see the similarities there? There's a lot going on here that's very similar. Same colour hair as well. I'm just saying.
I think Sam's got better hair than I have, actually.
Do you think? Oh, no,
yeah, mine all fell out before Chicago. So
did it? Was that the stress of Chicago?
Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for it to grow back. It's very upsetting.
Well, in that case, then we've got ourselves a candidate here, Sam. So don't worry, I'll do the talking. Carrie, how much would you be willing to pay for some locks of Sam's hair?
I'm quite cheap, so none.
So don't worry, none. Bleeding hell. Now there's a person that's always after a build and take.
Make it take.
Oh, Carrie, while we sorting out your daughter, where would you like to go? We've got Galileo, we've got Canada, or we've got California. Where would you like to go?
Ooh, I'm thinking Canada. Get him in before he has to go.
All right, no worries. All right, anyway, we've had enough of the looky likeys. Let's bring him on, shall we? Did you say Canada or California? I can't remember, Sam.
Canada.
Oh, Canada. All right, well, Canada. Well, there you go, just straight in there. This is the one we spoke today. How can I describe this guy? Well, this guy's technically the eye candy for the stream. He is. No, I'm not going to go down that route. What can I say? He's another nice guy. He's got plans as well, folks. He's got plans. We'll know about him one day. But anyway, let's bring him in. And he's got his cat with him as well, who we don't know what his name is. I'm going to ask Sam. Sam, what do you think Andrew's cat's name is?
Ooh, I'm gonna go. There's the fun answer and the boring answer because he may or may not put it in the private chat. But for the fun answer, I'll go.
The same goes to Carrie and to Meredith as well. Never let it be known.
We're never getting this whole panel on, by the way.
We're getting it. We're getting it. What's he putting? What's he putting the private chat? What's he putting? Oh, I thought he was talking about Topic Bricks.
I think the cat's called. I think the cat's called Topic Bricks.
Yeah, I think the cat's called. We're going to call it Topic Bricks. Anyway, he's got a cat. The cat's called Topic Bricks. You know what I mean when he gets on. Anyway, bring him on, show. He's called Andrew, otherwise known as, before I run out of breath, Brickin' Brood. Hello, you. Oh, he's on mute. After all that, Sam, he's on mute.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. All right. I thought you were talking about Topic Bricks. What's that? Just to confirm, so everybody gets it now. What's the name of the cat? Rosie. Oh, good stuff. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Look at that room.
Spelled different than Topic Bricks is Rosie. Or his name.
Exactly. I have heard, though, through rumours, he does like being stroked as well. Isn't that right, Sam?
I can't speak from personal experience.
He knows. Don't worry about that. Right, where would you like to go then, Angie? Galileo, or we got California?
Let's go to California.
Let's go California. Everybody's just wants the sunshine. There we go. What can I say? This guy who's coming on tonight, folks, he's having a bit of a funny week as well. He's having a bit of an argy-bargy kind of week. He really is. Tonight, we might even have a little glimpse of the new Jabba sail barge. Do you know it's been a long time coming to actually introduce him as kind of like being a land member, but also the fact he's got some new sets as well from them, which is jolly exciting. But anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? Let's find out some initial thoughts. Let's see where he is on the build as well. This is very exciting. He's, of course, my good friend, Shy, otherwise known as Shy Time is my time. Hello, you.
Hey, everyone. How's it going? Good morning from the west coast of the United States. I know it's evening over there.
I know it's we're 8 o'clock over here now. At the moment. It's 7 minutes past 8. So what is it where you are? 7 minutes past 12?
Actually, it's afternoon. It's noon.
Oh, yeah, it's just gone noon. It was morning when this stream started, folks. So we still haven't got them all on. We're into the afternoon now. That kind of sounds like I've stretched it out a bit, doesn't it? And I'm trying to do a quick stream tonight. Anyway, Shy, great to see you. You're looking very well. You look like a man that's been, I don't know, you're getting into boating or something like that. You've been going okay?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been I've been very, very, very busy as always.
Of course, it is. Yeah, even some busier now. You got to. I mean, not a bad set to get, is it? Let's face it. Let's just make it bigger. Look at that. It's bigger than him.
It's pretty heavy. It's not it's all brick and plates. So it's not a small endeavor.
Like a giant clown's foot. Do you know what I mean? Get two of those. You can put your feet in them and walk around like some sort of crazy clown. There you go. Got an obscene amount of money to be able to do that. But anyway, good stuff. You're looking like you enjoyed it. Anyway, he's got a great big smile on his face. Now, Shy, by default, we'll get back to the barge. Don't worry, we'll circle back on that, Shy. We're not going to let you get off that easy. How can I describe this guy? Well, he did a brilliant stream this week. He really did. I totally enjoyed it. I always like his streams, actually. He's, what can I say? He's learned from the best. He's a good lad, and I love him to bits. He's, of course, my good friend, Gaz, otherwise known to all you lovely lot out there as the minifig. Ooh. Hello, Gaz.
Hello, evening. How is everybody?
Gaz, I kind of missed you not kind of interrupting me today like you did last week. How's it going?
Yeah, I just waited my turn this week. Oh, God, that's so embarrassing.
Well, Well, we kind of styled it out quite well, Gaz. I was just like, oh, hello, Gaz. How you doing? It was like, I don't know, it's like he was blindfolded or something for a moment.
Yes, I'm just here to check the drains. Can I help?
Just check the drains.
Yeah,
Is that,
I don't know.
is that what they say up there? All right, good stuff. Now, of course, now the panel is complete because not only is Gaz here, but Ian's just bothered to turn up. Ian, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
All right, good stuff. Well, anyway, it's good.
It's non-committal.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Now, before we get going then, I'm going to have to do an introduction to this one. Everybody is waiting with bated breath to know two things. One, what goodies have you got to eat tonight? And secondly, what are the scores on the floors?
Got some fruit pastels.
Well, that's exciting. I didn't know we had
That's
these.
exciting. Oh, sugar rush, blimey.
And what may be the most confusing thing,
Okay.
a mint chocolate orange.
What?
Yeah. It's not an orange, it's a mint.
Yeah.
They tried to make
sorry,
it look like a
Criminal.
mint.
That's weird.
So
It
not
looks like
Terry's,
it's
no?
tonight or something like that. Yeah, it's not Terry. It's a green thing. What is it? Is it a?
It is
Oh,
a
we need to know
orange
what it's
cake.
like.
It is
Orange
just a
shape.
mint flavoured chocolate orange.
And then we have to just
Mint balls.
drop it on the floor.
Oh,
That's how you
hilarious.
do it. You drop
I was
it
Okay,
going to
on the
you got
ask,
floor.
did you
Legos.
smash it?
Yeah, you're supposed to
Yeah.
really
No,
smack
no,
it,
no,
aren't
it's
you?
already done. I dropped it on the floor.
You did not drop that hard enough.
You need
Okay, I'm going to mute it. Though.
all right.
Okay.
Blimey, don't
Just-
Honestly,
Just saw the whole camera shake
Is
there.
that an IKEA table? You just had
Expecting
it
a
on
set
accessible.
I
ball on the
muted that
shelf.
because I knew that was going to be awful. But I reckon it would have been fine.
Ironically, it wasn't.
All right, let's have a look. Let's have a taste of it then.
Oh my
Come on,
gosh.
have a taste. Let's have a
It's
little
going to be
nibble.
minty.
Well, there you go. Well, first, blimey. Chew your food at home, folks. Don't. Yeah, that's it.
Good. Oh, really good.
What was that?
Can't taste
Right,
any
so-
orange though.
It's not orange. It
No
says
orange.
mint. Okay, Ian. First initial thoughts.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a lot
Really
like
good.
the mint matchsticks.
Yeah, matchmaking.
Oh, I like
Matchstick,
matchsticks. Oh yeah, good stuff. A bit knobbly though, but they are nice. Okay, good stuff.
Nice and
So,
dark.
yeah, back to business now then, Ian.
Okay.
Last week was horrific. I think Carrie scored 2, but she was just blaming
The
you.
floor scored
Yeah.
2. And
Minus
it was
2.
-2.
I was
Um,
minus 2.
Yeah, so the floor in here is not got any better.
No? Has it got any worse?
I did happen to go into our spare room.
Don't go in the spare room.
And as a result of that, the score is now -5.
-5.
-5.
You're not meant to
I
look in
don't-
that room.
I don't think it's ever been that low before.
No, it's getting lower.
Look,
Oh my god.
Ian's ordering a lot of packages and I'm opening them as quickly as I can so he doesn't get upset with me.
Yeah.
And I may be leaving the cardboard on the floor and then just walking away.
Harry, honestly, what can I say? Blimey, it's -5. My God, that's terrible.
I'll take it.
Out of curiosity, just take it. She's desperate for a good score.
I'm giving up, Karen.
Just out of curiosity, Sam, because you're noted for having quite a messy floor. I mean, creative people seem to have messy floors. Just throwing
It's
that
all
one out there.
creativity.
What would you score your floors in?
I'd give myself 10's good, right, and 1's bad.
Yeah, 10's
Yeah.
good.
Very cool. All right.
2.5.
2.5, 2.5. Oh, blimey, he's gone 0.5. He's proper decimal, he is. Ian wouldn't understand that. He'd have to give it in inches. Isn't that right, Ian?
I grew up with metric. Greg.
Oh, did you?
Remember? I'm not Gen X like you.
Oh,
millennial.
are you not Gen X? I'm
No,
Gen X.
we discussed this last week. Do you not
I
remember?
thought you were joking, though.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get old.
Who looks the most Gen X, me or Ian? Okay, fair enough. I think Gaz is Gen X as well. He was quite put out by it, if I remember rightly. Wasn't that right, Gaz?
I'm the last Gen X.
But who's Gen X on here? 'Cause we got Gen. I'm Gen X.
I don't know what the actual
Gaz,
range is.
it means you're old,
I can't remember.
Gaz.
81 is the cut-off for millennial.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
81. So Pink Wheels, are you Gen X?
I'm Gen X, 81.
81. Good stuff. I want to know if you lot out there are Gen X as well. According to my stats, millennials. Most people that watch me for some strange reason are millennials. So what can I say? What are you, Sam? If you don't mind me asking, obviously you're not Gen X.
I'd have to look up where the official year is. It's 2002. So
Gen
whether
Z?
that
I
works.
think that makes it Gen Z.
2002. He wasn't
Yeah.
even born the last century. That's how young he is. Jesus, that's made everyone feel old. Andrew, Andrew, are you Gen X?
Yeah.
You can't be.
87 is when I was born.
Is it millennial? Oh,
I'm
what a
Generation Z,
year. Oh, Z. Oh my God. Yeah, there we go. Gen Z.
whatever that means.
It means you're young. That's what
You
it
buy
means.
avocados. I think.
That's
Shy,
roughly
yeah,
how
I
it
can't.
works.
Shy's got one of these kind of faces that ages well. I think. For all we know, he could be 92. What's?
I'll take that as a huge compliment.
What are you? Are you a millennial? Was you
I'm
born-
86, so yeah, older millennial.
Oh yeah.
Hey, no, don't say older millennial because I'm older than you now. That's calling me an old
Just millennial.
Yeah,
We don't
just
need to break it down further.
Oh yeah, go more granular.
It's the
That's
part of the
what I
millennials that still played outside. That's what I mean by that.
said. Oh yeah, that's it. Do you remember that? We play outside.
'Cause
There's this
the
thing
younger
out there.
millennials, they stopped playing outside so much.
Yeah, it's a bit like people watching Stranger Things and seeing kids play outside. They're like, wonder what that's like, and so we'll start walking around outdoors after they've watched it, like zombies. It's bizarre. Anyway, talking to bizarre, we've got the voting at the moment. We've got 51 votes. Keep them coming, folks. Just asking you, priced £430. That's sterling UK. What Lego set, in your opinion, represents good value for money? Jabba Barge is in there at the moment in third place. I thought he was going to be fourth, but it's third with 10%. Hogwarts Express is a lowly 0. It's the Rivendell that's divided the Harry Potter fans. It must be. Avengers Tower is second with 18%, but a staggering landslide 73% at the moment. It's Rivendell from Lord of the Rings. Arguably one of Lego's best ever sets. It really is. Now, talking about best ever things, let's say hello to a few peeps that have popped in the chat. Got Pipu out there as well. Pipu, I hope I pronounced that correctly. Good to have you here. Delicious Foods is out there as well, saying yo Shy. A few people suggested that you've been on a lot of streams this week, Shy. What can I say? He's like a roving reporter today. He is. Hey Shy, where did you find time to barge? Oh, there we go. Gareth Smith's out there as well. 8 - 8 is noon. It is, I suppose, in one way or another. It really is. I love that. Narrator, nevertheless, Greg did a long stream again. Tonight, 2.5 hours. We do 2.5. I don't care if I'm mid-sentence.
Not a shot. I'm just doing
We've got to do it. We've got to. I can't have all this 4-hour malarkey stuff. It's great for stats. Don't get me wrong, but it's the next day I feel like I got a hangover. Which build today says I'm Gen X. Good on you. Which build today? It's good to know there's some of you out there. Oh, there we go. Millennial here. Oh, there we go. Is you sure you are Crypto? There we go. I thought you just had a filter on your Instagram. There we got. I'm Gen X. Is BKS. Hi, Delicious Foods. I thought Salix was saying I'm Delicious Foods. Then I was like, what generation is that? Hey guys, as well for Delicious Foods. A lot of love out there for you guys as well for this week's stream that you did. So much so. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it as well, Gaz? And then we'll go around the panel, find out what everyone else has been up to this week as well, shall we?
Yep. So yeah, it was Mockheads 2.3 this week. So we had James, also known as Ministry of Making, on. I say we, me. And so we're just discussing all the really, really cool mocks that he's done. So he's done, if you're not familiar, he's done like, I want to say luxury / UCS scale Diagon Alley modules, which are really, really fantastic. They really, really are. So do check his page out. But it's just great just discussing that with him, just sharing like our challenges we've had with Studio, because it can be a very challenging app at the best of times. Yeah, it's just great just to discuss it and his approach to things, how he sees mocks, what his motivations are, and also problems he's had and how he overcomes them as well, which is always quite good as well, because I think it's great just hearing how people overcome them, because it's a good idea for propelling people on to actually maybe take the plunge and give it a go themselves as well. But yeah, no, really good fun. I think we probably could have actually kept on chatting a bit longer, but I was conscious of time as well.
How long did it go on for? I think it was like a 3-hour job, wasn't it? I was like, I came down. I was like, bloody, still going.
I think we finished around 2.5 hours mark because I thought to myself, I can't go like too late because I need to stop it at some point as well. So
you guys can do a part 2 sometime.
Well, yeah, that's it. We could do because he has got some future plans as well, actually. So it could be something to revisit because I think we did the same when it was Ollie and myself with Craig as well because he's got an amazing back catalogue of mocks he can discuss, and we sort of just touched on like a fraction of it really. So yeah, it'd be good to maybe revisit some of these great builders as well. But again, it's not we're not saying we're experts in this field at all. It's just that it's just great to just talk about mocks, our approaches, and also then maybe people in the chat can contribute ideas as well, a way to do it and just share and like a big hive mind as well. So it's kind of what we're aiming for. I'm aiming for with it at the moment anyway.
Yeah,
And,
I think James is a professional at this, don't you? I mean, those mocks he does are pretty incredible, aren't they?
Oh yeah, and it's really nice as well that people who I think it is quite. I think because we did touch upon it that it is quite easy. I think not for everybody. This isn't tarring everyone with the same brush, but I think it is generally quite easy for people to build something in studio, release instructions on Rebrickable, and that's it. It's done without actually test building it first. As I said, I'm not saying this applies to everybody, but I think there are a fraction of people who do that. But I know that what James does, he checks it with people first of all to make sure that it looks good and it's the best it can be. But what he will do as well, he will build it physically. So he'll wait until he's got all the parts ordered. He'll build it based on the instructions that he's put together, which is just another story completely because instructions in studio is just nightmare.
It takes a long time, guys. That takes a long time. That in itself is a skill, isn't it?
Yeah, it is absolutely bonkers trying to do it because it really is very, very tedious. Like he said, he's got to take a couple of days off work just so he can get through it all, because once you get into the rhythm of doing it, it's a lot easier than having to start doing it, which I can definitely attest when I've tried and stopped because I just didn't have the patience. But he builds it physically first to make sure it does all work, and then whilst he's building, he can then fix things. So I think he did highlight that in one of his builds, he had everything attached with just one stud on a snot brick. So when it was actually built in studio, it's fine because there's no such thing as gravity and it all looks perfect. It's in position. But when you actually build it physically, it's just swinging around because there's nothing really supporting it. So he then had to go back in and fix it. And I think there's a couple of other bits he changed physically as well. But then he'd go back and do the instructions to make sure they're all correct as well. So, when people then do build it, and they have done, which is really great as well. There's pictures. I think Ulrika's got one in her city. She's got a couple of his modules. I keep forgetting the chap's name, but he's built some and actually done like a video reviews on YouTube as well. I can't remember his name, so I feel really awful now. But yeah, so loads of people have actually built them, and now it's kind of built it up to the point that people are now waiting for Weasley's Wizard Wheezes even. Stupid shop. And then also then
stupid name.
It is. It's www. It's easier. So people are now waiting then for him to do that. And then once he's done that, then he'll move on to the next one. And he is actually doing the collaboration with someone else as well. So there's a lot to come there. So easy to bring it back on and chat even more. So.
Yeah, jolly exciting. Actually, he's going to be back on November the 1st, which is going to be jolly exciting. Someone else who's going to be back on London Calling on November the 1st. Can't believe we're forgetting about October already, but hey, what can I say, folks? October is happening. Don't worry about that. He's going to be Meredith. She'll be back on November the 1st too. Meredith, tell us a little bit about your week and what you've been up to in the wibbly wobbly world of Lego.
I've not been building a ton lately. Not been feeling the best or having the best energy. But I have been making a lot of minifigs for the next iteration of New Hashima / New Atlanta because we're going to need a lot. And I won't have access to all of the minifigs we had back in 23. So I have a huge hoard of like minifig parts that I bought from somebody who was selling his kids Lego collection, and these
I'm glad you said that. Our last part, I was like, "Selling these kids? Hold on a minute, it's not that kind of
yeah,
thing."
they were just really wealthy people, and they'd bought their kid like literally, like there was so many marble figs, but unfortunately, a lot of them have Sharpie on them, which we've cleaned up. But he just destroyed. Like there's like Admiral Akbar's head on somebody else. I mean, it is just there's arms pulled off of every single one of them, and it was a huge horde. So I've been going through and cleaning them up and putting together figs for the next iteration. I think right now I've built somewhere around, I'd say, just under 200 figs over the last 2 weeks. So it's just something I can do. Yeah, it's something I can do when I'm not super energetic. But now I am desperately trying to build a friendship timber ship.
Okay.
So, but I did buy that Pharrell set. I'm a weirdo, I guess, but the one thing that drives me absolutely bat crazy is the fact that I'm not a big fan of yellow flesh tones outside of like classic themes like space and like castle and pirates and all that. I love the yellow faces on that. But when you're putting together like a big city, a big mock like this, I wanted to have variety, and in Atlanta is a very diverse place, and I want kids that come in to feel like, oh, this is a cool cyberpunk city. Look at these people. Could one of them be me? And if they're all yellow, it's not true. So I went on Pab, has most of the foosball faces. Pab Online has them on bestseller, so I got a whole bunch of them. Yeah. And then I'm like, I really love the Pharrell set. I mean, I love the music, but I love the spaceship blasting off, and I'm like, and I get more heads, so I went ahead and ordered it. So,
good for you. I am so glad I've come across someone that actually who wants to buy it, because it's a diverse. It's diverse in so many ways. I've got my feelings about the set. I'm buying it for sure, but I'll save it for the review. I am going to go and see the movie as well, so
I've heard the movie is awesome. I talked to someone who got to go to the premiere, and they said it was awesome. So I will be seeing it.
Yeah.
But I just I love the set. How do I say this? Like, to me, the set kind of harkens back to like when I was a young kid and we had like all of our space stuff dumped in a bin, and we'd make just like really crappy. Sorry, my dog's barking. Really crappy spaceships, but like, you know, your imagination would make them like so much more complex. And to me, this is like, I don't know necessarily what his thoughts are behind it. I know he put his apartment building name on the side of it. So to me, it has that universal feel of like the set that I would want, or I would imagine when I was a kid, if I had like unlimited Lego resources. And that speaks to me too. And
you got to be honest, that jet stream, that is quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I want to create. I've got an idea for a mock, guys. It's a tiny little one. Won't cost much money. I'm going to do it. I'll tell you a little bit about it afterwards. But I think it'll be a fun little one too. It could be my first official ever mock, inspired by Pharrell Williams, which is what it's all about. It really is.
I can't wait to see it in 2035.
Hey! There we go. Ouch. All right. Well, in that case, then let's move on. Some people call me a one-trick pony.
I will say, everyone, it's only the 20th. You still got plenty of time if you want to build a friendship.
Oh yeah.
There's no rules other than it's got to be colorful, and it has to have a mini doll, and it has to be either a spaceship, a sea ship, an airship, a ship of some sort.
A ship of some sort. So that could be, I mean, that's.
There's going to be prizes.
Yeah, that's what we like. And who's running that, by the way, Meredith?
Aubrey Mokhtar runs it. I kind of just like say, hey, you know, I'll do stuff to help. I'm trying to make some trophies. I don't know if I'll have time, but I think it'll be fun. I was going to make one, like a spaceship one, an airship one, and a sea ship one, just for fun. I mean, a lot of people do that on some of the challenges that are out there. I know there's like a steampunk one they do in the spring that they'll do a whole bunch of custom made trophies. So I figured, you know what, like it's time to be with the big boys. Like, let's have some cute trophies to send out that are custom made.
Very cool. All right. Well, anyway, always happy to give shout outs to people around the community, folks. It's how the kind of world kind of spins around. It's a thing.
Go to Friendship Timber. Did I call it Friendship Tober? Because they laugh at me because I always say Friendship Tober. Go to Friendship Timber on Instagram. It has its own Instagram account. So
very cool. Very cool. All right, that's great. Great part to be part of. I wouldn't mind Gaz doing something that one day, actually, with the mocks. I don't know, some sort of incentive thing, like every quarter or something like that. Do like a little mock or a habitat or something like that, Gaz. I think that could be quite cool for you. It might even inspire me to make a couple of mocks or something like that.
Running it or building for one?
Just have one. Just have one. Just create your own. There's something. Whereby you and then bring it into your kind of mock inspired live streams. I don't know. I don't know. Just so I'm sort of putting you on the spot there, but I've got the idea from Meredith, and it's like, Cass could do something like that.
Oh, I'm a sponge for ideas anyway, so you know.
To me, it's all about bringing in people that may not necessarily feel comfortable in the mock community. I mean, I'm not going to generalize the mock community as mostly guys, but there's a lot more guys out there, so trying to bring in people that may not feel comfortable, or people that really like friends, or just haven't felt like there's a seat for them at the table. We're trying to make sure that people feel welcome, or just people who want to start mocking and find things overwhelming. This is like, the prizes are not for who has the best build. The prizes are for randomly like just making a build and posting it. It's just about trying to, bring new people in. I mean, it's better to have more people.
Definitely. Everyone is welcome. I think that's pretty much hit the nail on the head. Now, some people say, going back to my introduction for Sam, some people say that I'm a one-trick pony with certain sticker application videos. Other people tend to kind of mock mechs. And I don't mean that they just like build a mech and take the mickey out of it.
Mechtober is what's happening next.
Oh, Mechtober, Sam, could that be something?
My year is Mechtober.
But that could be pressure as well, Sam. Like you got to be under pressure to perform for Mechtober. What do you reckon, Sam? Do you reckon you could do that?
I'm sure I could come up with something.
I'm sure you could. Anyway, Sam, come on, tell us what you've been up to this week then, other than sort of putting your feet up and chilling right out. Like so much so, tell us what you've been up to. Or tell us what's coming up from you anyway, Sam. Like,
I have.
You got Steam. Steam in a couple of weeks?
Steam is, I want to say, not next weekend, the weekend after that. Not this weekend, the weekend after that. And yeah, I'm basically rebuilding the mock that I took to Chicago of the big Stormtrooper mech on like its big base. And I realized probably need to get started on rebuilding that. So that is what I am doing now, trying to basically remember how this went together.
So you didn't do your self-instructions then, Sam?
No, of course not.
Okay, good stuff. Well, show us what you got at the moment then. Come in.
I've got these big wedges that kind of sit on this even bigger wedge.
Oh my
God. They kind of like...
You got the minifigure Wedge Antilles in there somewhere.
On the side like that, and then they kind of creates a big thing where a big mech stands on top of like on those white 2 bits there, and it's a whole thing.
And I'm taking it for all that dark bluish grey that you've got there, Sam. It's going to be something Star Wars inspired.
Of course, it's Star Wars inspired.
Okay, good stuff. All right, I like it. But you seem pretty chilled out. In about a week's time, you're going to be a little bit more pressured into doing it.
Hopefully not, but that will be how it ends up.
Okay, good stuff. That's what we like. Nick's out there. Nick Briggs. He says, "I wonder if the colour and the nature aspect of Rivendell also makes it into the subconscious, rating it as a higher value than the sale barge. Potentially, it's got a lot more figures, that's for sure. It's intriguing. All right, we've heard from Sam. He's pretty chilled out. I've never known him be so chilled out.
I know. I don't know what to do with myself.
I know, but it's looking good. You are the man to go to for wedges, that's for sure. It really is. Anyway, what can I say? Andrew, Mr. Brick and Brood.
Good day.
What are you up to tonight? Good day to you, sir. Are you building tonight, or what's going on?
Working on a TIE Interceptor. Oh, yeah. It was a set I opened a long time ago, and
a galaxy far, far away.
Yep. And because I have so many bags, I put them all in order, and discovered that I had 2 19s and didn't have a bag 10. So I just called them, or I think I called them and told them my situation, and they sent me a bag 10. But where is it? They put it in one of these bags that you get from Lego.
Yep.
And I kind of felt bad about it because this is the one with the minifigure in it. So I wonder.
Yeah. Two. Phenomenal.
No, I don't have 2.
No.
Sorry. This was my ordered one. I got the ordered pack came in. So no, it would have been awesome if I had 2 of these. They gave me 2 bag 19s, which they're just random parts. They're nothing to write home about. But my thought was that they thought I was trying to rip them off a minifigure or something.
You're Canadian. You'd never dream of doing such a thing, surely.
No, definitely not. No, I could rip it out there. I have 2 bag 19s in there. But dude, I've been doing a lot of ordering online. I caved and I bought the Batman cave finally. It was on 3 times the points. And and so I pulled the trigger on that one. Yeah. And so it's a good set. Yeah, and actually I don't know if you saw it. There was a promo in the Insider. If you buy their points, you can get a special Batman box for the brickheads.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same brickhead you can buy, but it's just in a special box. I assume from looking at the folders or the ad of it.
Yeah. No, it certainly is. I saw someone with it today. They were showing it off over on Instagram. It looks really good. Like, you get a decent poster with it. Cool. Some really, really, really nice packaging as well. Looks like a great deal, man. Like that is good. It's an underestimated set. I think that is.
I don't think I was going to get it necessarily. I wasn't going to go out of my way to get it, but when I saw that, I thought, I like to get cool things from the Insider things. Maybe I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't always share everything that I get or put it up. I got a big box full of Insider gift purchases, or whatever you want to call them.
Well, those I remember that time you got some posters and they came and they were all crinkled up. But I know recently
multiple times.
I must do it this weekend. Oh, did you hear that? Feedback. This weekend I must order them. But there's some Harry Potter posters out there now, and they're embossed as well. They're really good.
I showed them off last week here.
Yeah, I know. And Lauren showed them off.
They're awesome.
When she was on the stream.
Oh, nice. Oh,
they are really good though. Have you got them to hand by any chance? Because they seem to come in their own box as well.
You want me to grab them?
Yeah, grab them because they're that good. I want people to know about these. I think there's something like 1,700 points or something like that. And in a minute we're going to see what the brick bods are up to because they look like they're busy doing something or other.
It was like in the box like this, but it definitely like it's better than I've seen it in other orders I've done. But here I'm pulling up here.
Look at that! Oh, it's nice. It's quality, that is. Glorious, says Lauren. Look at that.
Yeah, I really love the prints, and as far as all the prints I've had, this is as far as like the gold and like I guess embossment on it, whatever. It's really nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. This is going to be nice to display. I have to get a nice frame, just not a regular one, maybe. But Greg, you every once in a while you mention my chair and how it's not the greatest.
Well, I'm not saying it's not the greatest. It's just been sat in quite a lot by the.
Yeah. Oh, look at the arm here.
I mean, come on, that is a well-worn chair. I mean, like, I bet. I dread to think what's gone on that chair. But anyway,
you know what? This generations. This is it's been through the family of this chair here.
Yeah, amazing what IKEA quality from 3 months ago. How quickly it wears, I don't know. But anyway,
I'm going to be getting a new chair, so hopefully next week it'll be here. I'm looking forward to it.
Can you do us a favor? Because I'd really appreciate this, right?
Sure, let's hear it.
Can you post your old one and give it to Sam? Because his one creaks like very unnaturally. Every time he knows in it.
He's rocking over there, the rocker, the ex-rocker.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like...
It's creaking. I don't know if I've the chair.
It's called a rhythm.
Oh,
there you go.
It's called a rhythm. Rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer. It's a form of passion, apparently. At least that's what they used to say in the 90s, Sam. Decades before you was born, apparently. Right, now before we go to
decade.
1 decade. Yeah, it's a long time. Before we go to Shy, who looks like he's setting up an episode of sitting on a stoop with a certain barge, let's go to the Brick Bods and see what they're up to.
I'm singing because you just put a song on here.
Because rhythm is a dancer. It's a song of passion.
Catchy.
In the air.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's not quite how I remember it, but okay.
I'm building exciting structural pieces.
Oh, what?
Oh,
So
Fighting?
structural.
Oh, structural. So are these sections? Is that even a word, Harry?
Here, basically building more of those. So the inside is, all exciting.
Yeah, I spent 2 hours, I think it was, at the Lego store this morning, stacking 7 pad boxes.
Yeah.
For structural purposes. I've done a lot of pad stacking today.
A lot of pad stacking. My God, how much did you? Can I just say how many videos are we going to get from you that have been Lego hauls? Because I'm just throwing it out there. But haven't you got some like Brickworld Chicago ones still to edit?
Yeah, but I always do like a Wednesday brick haul. Wednesday is my brick haul day. So I should have done a Chicago one today, but I was too busy stacking pad at the Lego stuff. So.
Stacking pad. There's a catchphrase in there somewhere. I can feel your searching for it. Stacking pad.
Stacking, yeah.
Abs are stacking. Oh, there we go. Bright Switch Brick, she says, mine was protected by a flattened box within the order box. Unlike Andrew's, who just came flat in a box. So Ian's doing structural stuff to make his mock structurally integral. Well, there's a lot of long words in that sentence. Carrie, so what, other than nibbling on Orange Terry's mint balls, what are you doing?
I am just verifying that we've got everything that we ordered from our brick computers.
Is that Bionicle? What is that?
I think it might be Bionicle, yeah. We thought it'd be a good underwater creature.
What colour would you call that?
What? You can't put that in the Lego mold. It's not Lego.
Why not?
It's Lego.
It's Lego. It's got like Lego bits on the actual. See, definite Lego. Oh, we can put it as a dead one.
Oh my God.
No, okay.
Is that something you can eat?
It's what? This?
Yeah.
No, it's Lego. This is Lego too. Look, it's all bendy.
What are they from? I've never seen them before, Gaz.
I think it's Bionicle.
Yeah, it's probably Bionicle.
God.
Is it yellow or is it like an off-color yellow?
It is. It's like a cross between yellow and luminous yellow because it's kind of transparency, but not.
Well,
it's weird, but
do you know what? It's just bizarre. If I don't know something, it's genuinely, folks. If I don't know something, I just say it must be Bionicle because I don't know it. And what can I say? It never fails to work. We got Brett's builds out there. Hero Factory. Yeah, could be that. I London with Bricks and panel and chat. Good to see you, Brett. Hope all is good with you. Bright Switch Brick says 7 pab stacking boxes is commitment. There we go. Some people, Lauren, I've got a bit more time on here on this. What can I say? What can I say? I'm back. Do you remember me, Greg? I do. The Leviticus guy. Good to have you here, mate. Hope all is good with you. BKM Trevor says looks delicious. Serve it with butter. What can I say? I love that. That's curiously funny. Right, okay, we've been around the panel. Let's go and ask Shy what he's been up to then. See, get some thoughts on this argy-bargy thing that he's got. And then maybe we'll look at it online as well, so I can tee that up while he's chatting with us about it. Shy, it's over to you, my friend.
I have just been stress building this thing.
Stress building? What do you mean stress building? You've been stress building it?
Kind of build it as quickly as you can, as efficiently as you can for... whatever you decide to share with the world as you can.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sitting back and enjoying it.
Yeah.
I will say, however, it's a very enjoyable build.
Yeah, it looks it.
Cool.
Have you enjoyed how the angles are put together and come together and stuff like that?
Oh yes, the plates are cool. Like I said, I've already said it a couple times in other streams, but one thing that's great about this, and I'm not trying to like gas this up, but there's like the first bag, maybe second bag that's just the structure, like the technical part, which is to be expected, but the rest of it is just all bricks and plates. So it's a pretty heavy thing, and like when you're building a vehicle, especially in Star Wars, you don't really get to enjoy the entire build process. Like it could be quite bothersome because you're just building frames. But for this, you're building the rooms first, like on top of the base. You get to enjoy like what would be inside a modular with the kitchen and all that other stuff. And then you get to start building the plates afterwards. So then you get the shape of the barge. So there hasn't really been a piece of this where I'm like, ugh, I got to build this now type of thing. So just something to take note. So I've been enjoying this build, even though it's been stressful, because I'm just trying to get this out as quickly as I can.
Yeah. And how many bags are there in the set, and how many have you actually built so far?
Right now, I'm on 31. So I think there's like 4 more bags. So 4 or 5 more bags. So like 36, maybe 37. I don't know. I kind of packed everything.
And so obviously you got to the top part. Of course, Lego Star Wars set wouldn't be a Lego Star Wars set, and you had a little bit of dark bluish grey in it. So
I mean, it's not a gray build. I mean, like everyone's gonna always hate on Star Wars for being like all gray or even all brown, but that's just the source material.
Yeah,
you're not gonna.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, I mean that is it. I mean they could have thrown in I don't know, some tan parts to it or something like that, but fundamentally, that's the color that you're going to get from Lego on it. I mean,
it's not a gray thing, and for mock purposes, I mean, like more gray, more dark bluish gray, and more of this brown just adds to the availability of parts out in the world to get. So I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah,
but it's definitely not like another gray build. It's definitely not that.
Now I always think
the interior of it's like when you're building it's not gray. It's like it's.
All right,
you
show
know,
us
all
the
their
kitchen or galley. They call them galleys on the ship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying my best not to drop this.
Oh, that does look nice though, doesn't it?
Don't know it.
There we
The
go.
interior is good. There we
There we
go.
go.
Oh, that is nice.
I like the cockpit area, which is.
Yeah.
Let me pull this off.
Oh, I could do with a few Jawas, just saying.
Is it £430 nice though? That's the question.
That is the question.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But this little cockpit area is pretty cool.
I like that.
Front right here.
I really like the stairs. I don't know why. They just look really cool.
Sorry, I'm like trying to get it to focus. There we go.
Is it me? It's like a re-brickable of the sand crawler. I'm just throwing that one out there.
Is it this one right here? This moves. I'm trying to like do this in reverse. It's so hard.
You've got lovely fingers, by the way.
Oh, it's all dry and cracked. It's pretty cool.
I'll send you a link to a good moisturizer.
This is heavy. It's not. It's just holding it with one arm was starting to give my cramp up with my forearm. So
what was it? A big box that it came in as well? Did you look
yeah,
at it and think?
It's a pretty large box. It's like I would say like Razor Crest size.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I mean,
So like Razor Crest size.
Oh
Wow,
yeah, that's nice.
that is quite big, isn't it?
It's big.
Yeah.
Not a bad amount of figures on it as well. The actual sails itself on it, I believe, are actually cloth ones as well. They're the vinyl ones. They don't look vinyl anyway. So yeah, I mean, yeah. So he's enjoying the build. That's the thing. He's enjoyed the build. It's a good build. Nicely designed. It's white. It's big. I mean, look at it. When you look at it from a distance, do you think to yourself, Shay, you think, bloody hell, that's huge. That is a lot of Lego. I mean, look at it. Look at it, folks. That's a lot of Lego, isn't it? Whichever way you look at it.
It's definitely.
I mean, that's a bicep workout at the very least.
So like I held it up. So here's my Falcon.
There we go. I've never seen this angle before. Blimey, this is new. There we go. He's got the UCS Falcon there.
So it's the same
Oh,
way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that is big. That's got to be 70 centimeters.
There we go.
Oh, dragon as well.
Yes, yeah.
I can't get.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm like trying.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's good.
yes.
It's taller. It's
Actually, looks ever so slightly longer, actually, doesn't it? I think
think it
it's
is.
just because of the rocket bit at the back.
It's the same length as the Falcon.
It is.
Very cool. All right. Very good. All right. Nice one. Nice one. We're getting some very cool perspectives on this. Literally. Loving it. It's an intriguing one. It really is. I'm certainly interested to know what peeps out there think about it as well. We've got Brick Scene out there. Brick Scene, how you doing, my friend? I've always good people. Macro Bricks as well. He's saying, Shy, how far can you bend one of those brown plates before it snaps? That was a thing for old Lego, wasn't it, Gaz? The brown, the brown
Brittle
plates.
brown, yeah, they fixed that a while back, so it's not the brittle brown that we are afraid to touch.
That is definitely a thing. Sam, I'm intrigued to know you're a massive Star Wars fan. What's your initial thoughts on this set so far?
It's tough because I think a UCS sail barge was like my dream UCS sets for years and years.
Yeah.
Like
I'll be on that.
Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. It was like I really wanted it to be great, but it's just so much money. And I have like a really like a thing where I really don't like buying big sets. It's just I try and stay away from them as much as I can. So I'm still very undecided with whether I'll actually get it or not.
Yeah,
it might be the thing that I blast all my VIP points on, something like that.
Yeah, which, to be honest, isn't a bad thing to do. It's a bit like the Pharrell Williams one. It's going for £95 at the moment. I personally think it should be more around the 80, 85. But I'm just going to blow some insider points on it as well. So I think, then to me, it kind of brings it back to a kind of more normal price. I've still got thoughts on that as well. But yeah, I mean, what did you think then initially, Sam, of the minifigure selection that comes with it? Should we have got more? Do you think they got it just right? What's your thoughts there?
I don't know. I'd always like more in sets like this. It's just that debate with whether it's got the skiff separate and all of those figures, which are pretty integral to like the skiff and that whole scene, not being in the sail barge itself.
Yeah.
Because
before you change that thought, I'm just gonna harp on that. So if they added $50 more to this price point, so $550 for us, I'm not sure how much quid that's gonna be for you guys or pounds. Like if they added a skiff to this, everything that came in the skiff with with this set, would you pay $50 more or I don't know the conversion into pounds for it?
I think I would
altogether.
Yeah. I think I would as well. I was thinking, if the gift I'd say here's the thing, right? If the gift we purchase was the skiff and not Luke's hilt, I'd buy it.
Yeah, but they can't do that though because they need the skiff to. I wonder what's going to be the thing because the skiff's going to retire before the sail barge does, and then there's going to be a point where you can get the sail barge, but you don't have the skiff and all those figures to go with it. Yeah. And then you kind of screwed yourself, like people down the line.
Yeah, I'm with Brick Scene. If they come with both, for the cost, I mean, I'll just throw it out there for $430. If it came as the skiff came as a gift we purchased, just imagine it wasn't actually a set that you could purchase, Sam, and it came as a separate thing as a gift. I think it would sell really, really well. I just think Luke's hilt is a good one. Don't get me wrong, it's good. I built Luke's hilt. I think I built it about 4 years ago, actually. I'm going to have to dig out the video footage for it. I think I built it one Christmas from Demon Hunter Bricks or something like that. And so I've kind of been there, done it. So I'm absolutely got no interest in the hilt whatsoever. Some people do collect them, but for me, it's so slightly removed from it. Like, it's almost as though if it had come with like, I don't know, a special edition of Boba Fett or something like that with, getting smashed against the side of it or something like that. I think that would be more intriguing for me and more enticing, more captivating. But yeah, the hilt definitely doesn't do it for me. So I'm kind of happy to like wait for I don't know, an A-fold 8, if there is such a thing anymore, or maybe wait, that's another avenue, or maybe like a double VIP points, or wait till it goes to another store, potentially like John Lewis or Argos, and get it on discount there. I don't know. It's one of those things. I think they've done a really good job. I just think they've overpriced it. Yeah, I don't know. Shy, what do you think about that?
So I'm gonna plug another podcast so that way it could be referenced if anyone wants to check them out.
Go for
so
it.
the Breaking News podcast with Alex Nunes and Jason Bricks and Fives. They recently just interviewed Alex from Bricklink at Brick Slopes, and they asked him like what comes into the decision making of costs for pricing out a Bricklink set. So we could use this as a reference because we don't really know much how Lego does it. So Bricklink, they take 3 factors into account that would make up their price point, right? They're not given a price point from the beginning like Lego designers are. They're given they make it afterwards. At least that's how I'm made to understand it. So obviously we all take price per piece as one factor. So that's one. 2, some people bring this up, some people don't, but how much brick as far as weight and plastic is being used. So that's another factor. So, a bunch of 1x1s versus a bunch of 2x4 bricks. So that's another factor. And then the third one, which no one really talks about, is how many different lots there are. So how many different pieces that need to be brought to this machine that will make this set. So those are 3 factors that will come into the cost of manufacturing. Now, if we come back to Lego, we have the IP based on the IP, and then we have new molds being created, and then we have like new prints, stickers, and all that extra stuff. Now, as a designer, you're given a price point from the very beginning. So they're telling the designers that you have a budget that's going to be $500 US for this set. With all those factors, you got to make it work. And sometimes they fall short, so they add a bunch of things, like maybe the Pharrell set, they added a bunch of heads just to kind of get to that price point or whatever. So we got to keep that in mind as far as why it maybe costs them $500. I think there's a chart out there that says like the manufacturing cost of like building sets only slightly increase over the years, but Lego's overhead has extremely has skyrocketed. So that could also take another factor to why this is going up in price. That being said, I just want to say that being said, if this set maybe released 2 years ago with the same price point, maybe we might be more forgiving. But the way the economy is right now, at least here in the United States, a lot of us are kind of mindful of spending extraordinary this type of money on something. So we might be a little bit more critical on a set that we're not entirely 100% happy with. Although it's a great set, maybe it had the exact things as like the minifigures that we wanted, added the Sarlacc pick, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we can justify the 500. But because we're all kind of hurting in our own ways, we're trying to find reasons to like not buy it, and the easiest one is the $500 price point. So that's my take on that.
How do you think, though, taking say the tonight into account, how do you think it compares to those sets? Like if you had the choice, I come along, I say, here you go, Shy, here's £430. You can only buy one of those 4 sets. Which one would you most likely go for yourself?
Rivendell.
Yeah.
I mean, like that we can all agree is a perfect set. So even if they were to price it slightly higher, I think we would still defend it.
Yeah.
But there are issues with the design as far as like minifigures or whatever with this set that people can nitpick out of and justify reasons for not buying it. That's the reason why I'm saying like because of the time period we're at right now with money, we're gonna find a reason to talk ourselves not to buy it.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit more critical than ever, but hands down, Rivendell, I think there's if anything, there's not much to go off of to talk yourself out of buying that, except for maybe the price because you just don't have the money or income at the moment when buying that. But if I were to pick one, Rivendell all day.
Yeah. I because and what I'm being torn on at the moment as well, because I've got say a budget of around 500. I want to get myself. I'd love to get Rivendell because I think everyone just loves it. So I'm like, okay, well that kind of gets the pecking order. But then I'm sort of thinking, actually, I want to get a new Sony camera or something like that, because I want to jump
Priorities.
on. I know, and Sony have got some they've got like a Mark II version of a camera that they've had out, a ZXV or something.
The ZVE10 Mark second
Mark
edition.
II. Yeah. But then I'm sort of thinking, well, that's now on like $1,000, and then the original one, the Mark One, is almost $500 cheaper than that one is. So,
but it overheats. So,
does it?
yeah, I would recommend not getting that.
Oh, is that the first one or the second one?
The first one overheats. I have that. It overheats a lot. It's annoying.
Okay, all right. Bugger, I can't do that. Yeah, I don't talk as much as you do, though, Shy. Or maybe I do actually. That's
my gosh!
If you're gonna use it as a webcam, like a DSLR as a webcam, and you're gonna use ZVE10, the first one, it's gonna die. So I would definitely not.
Okay, all right, I'm glad you said that then. So now I've got to go for the expensive one, which completely rules out that. But it's the thing. It always comes down to time, space, and money. It really does. It's an absolute killer, but it is, folks. Lauren says, she goes, I refuse to pay anything near retail for the separate skiff set. I'll wait it out. It will definitely go in the sales, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I will wait out for sales for both sail, barge, and skiff. And Matt Melly says $500 is definitely a lot for the set, especially when you compare it to Rivendell. I think for the amount, the skiff and pitch should have come with it. But the Disney Star Wars Suspects, yeah, it does. It does.
Yep.
I'm really glad we got Jabba back, though. Slightly improved, I suppose. Is same mold, just a different, just a slightly different coloration, really. But hardly tell it. Salacious B. Crumb as well. He's pretty cool. He's got no pupils, but that's cool. And well, I tell you what, we're chatting about it. Why don't we bring it in just a tick? Let me just see if I can bring this up anyway, and we can maybe. I don't know, Andrew. You buy a lot of Lego. What do you think of this set? Because you buy a lot of big set.
Yep.
So tell me what you think about this particular UCS Star Wars set.
It's expensive. That's the main thing that sticks out to me. Seeing the comparisons of the price per piece and minifigures per like the price. Like Jang. I was watching Jang earlier, and he was referencing somebody else as well. I forget who he was referencing, but they compared Rivendell, Daily Bugle, and there was one more.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, Hogwarts Express.
Hogwarts Express.
Basically, 2 days ago, I did this, and then I was just like, oh, this is cool. Then I watched Jang's thoughts today as well, which is really weird. I do find it weird. Jang has got some really good thoughts, but we've already got the reviews out from Lan. So as quick as we're getting Jan's thoughts, we're getting the reviews out there already as well, which is why I can see why Shy is now under pressure, because all the rest of his Lan colleagues, if you don't mind me calling them that, and a lot of them are friends of ours, and of course they're more than that. Do you feel this is a new thing? Sorry, Shy, I've got to go here. Do you feel under pressure to do something with this set under the guise of Lan? Just a curiosity.
So, full disclosure, I didn't know, and I've said it already in other public places. Like, I didn't know you're supposed to say no when you didn't want something. So I just ignored the review offer, and they sent it to me because I didn't say no. So I initially didn't want it. I wasn't gonna buy it anyways. And only one of the major reasons to why I didn't want it is because I don't have the time to build it and make a video out of it. There's other pressing content that I have to do, both for Lego and for myself. So like, I just didn't have time. So in the context of getting stuff done by deadlines, this is a huge wrench in all of it. And that's why I'm stressed out about it. Not necessarily to get something for content. It just kind of paused everything that I needed that actually technically should be a higher priority at the moment. That with life and my workload at work increasing significantly, and family activities, it's been quite a thorn. Yeah. So that's why I'm stress building.
So it's a new pressure that you've got. Dan and Simon, who's out there as well, two gay folks, they're in exactly the same boat. These guys are in Lan. This is why I'm very curious how you and them kind of work it, if you don't mind me saying, because
Well, I came out a different place, and then, like, again, I've said it publicly. Just kind of wanted to reference that this is the first time I'm not saying this, but I told them that I don't want to do reviews. I made that perfectly apparent. And if you look at my class that's come to land since the announcement, they've all been getting a lot of stuff, and you know they listen to me, and they're not sending me anything. This is like my first thing that I've gotten, and I think, like, you know, it's, and I appreciate that. I'm not like not gate that at all, but yeah, so they have at least listened to me that they expect no reviews coming from me. So
yeah. That's the thing. But it's a different sort of. It's almost like, in one hand, it's like, it's bittersweet, isn't it? You're like, oh my god, I got this, and I'm gonna have an experience of building it. But yeah, it's a new pressure. It's an interesting.
Yeah, it definitely is.
You know what they say. What's the phrase they used to say? Be careful what you wish for. It's kind of like a bit like that. It is like that, isn't it? Too much of a good thing. You know, you can go down all sorts. Dude, I know if there's anybody in this community that can deal with it, I know you can. And Dan, bless him, I know he works his absolute socks off. He really does. And Simon does as well. You see a lot of Dan out there, folks, but Simon is doing stuff in the background. Same as my wife as well. You will never see her in this. Occasionally you'll see her in videos and stuff like that. You won't know it's her necessarily. Look out for a redhead. But yeah, that's her. And without her, this channel would not even be a thing. It really wouldn't. All right. Anyway, so I think it's about time to reveal it. I feel like the Jaws film where you watch half the film and you don't even see a shark. But anyway, let's bring it in, shall we? Let's take a look down here. Where should we go? How should we do it tonight, guys? Should we do it like this? Does that work? Oh, that certainly doesn't work, does it? What about like that? Oh, there we go. We could do that. That kind of works. Let's have a look. We've got any videos? Have they done any videos on it? There we go. We've got this one here. Now, there's a lot of love for this model out there. I'm just saying, Lauren. Let's have a look, see what he's got to say about it, shall we? I mean, that is a nice jumper. It's a nice knit. Sam, do you like the jumper?
Not floral enough for me. Nothing enough to say.
Yeah. You do like you've gone very. I mean, you've gone. Is this an autumnal sort of shirt you're wearing?
I know. Yeah, it's not my my normal style, but yeah.
I mean, you normally look like you've just walked off a plane from something like Hawaii or something like that.
Yeah.
Today you look like you've just been gardening. But anyway, let's go, Shelby. Let's press play. Here we go. There we go. Oh, this looks like a brown Hogwarts Express at this point. There we go. That's nice.
It's a nice interior, isn't it?
That's lovely. Nice. Jabba's got it lovely there. What can I say? He's doing it. I'll just say Max Rebo, right? He's the main reason I'd want to buy this set. I love Max, even though I've got the figure already. Got a nice top section going on deck there. There we go.
That's a nice shape on it.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a crease in that sail, but that's nice. He's got good nails as well. Thank goodness for that. Just saying. There we go. Oh, there's a sticker there, guys. That's content. Just saying. He's putting that in like that. There we go. There's the figures. I mean, I think they're pretty good figures, actually. I'm not even bothered by Leia's legs. That seems to be a thing. That doesn't bother me one iota. It really doesn't in the scheme of it all. But anyway, let's have a look at the pictures. Let's take a look at them. See, let's find a nice big image. I like the fact that they've even put the figures and Jabba. I mean, where's Jabba anyway? He's not a minifigure. He's not even a big figure. He's just a big slimy giant slug. Let's have a look at that. That looks good. That looks nice.
Oh wow, that's quite.
Is that frog? Okay, I've got a frog in Star Wars. That's weird. There we go. Let's keep it on that. Anyway, let's have a look at the Leia thing. Have you built the Leia figure yet, Shy?
Here, I'll bring both out. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, he's got both. There we go. Flex. Because I was thinking about buying about 2 weeks ago. I was thinking, should I get the new Leia? Then I saw a picture of it. I was like, actually, it looks pretty similar. But it's just I don't know. There we go.
Hold on. I got to make sure my face doesn't get focused. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, it's a nice new hairpiece, actually, isn't it?
I love the hairpiece, guys.
So if I just say, let me just take the head and hairpiece off that one.
Always going to make the
and
perfect
switch it.
There we go.
I'm gonna switch the head to just an updated head.
That's it. Oh, my word.
I
I'm well
think-
behind on the chat.
There we go.
Apologies, chat.
So this is the old one with the new head, and new hairpiece.
That is the perfect one, isn't it? That is perfect.
That is the perfect Leia.
Wow. It does look nice.
It's good.
Yeah.
We got the
Does it
shorts. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it's dual molded leg, so
Yeah,
mean, it's-
I don't think them printing on it, but I think it's a much bigger thing than what we think. It's definitely.
it is. You're
I
totally
feel
right,
like it's definitely influenced by Disney's purchase, because you can't find, a slave Leia, as the original terminology,
Well,
in
yeah,
any merchandise whatsoever.
Yeah, I
in
mean, they
past
didn't even
decades.
bother calling her prisoner Leia or anything like that. She's become slave. But she's got a new name now. It's the Jabba Slayer, isn't it?
Hut Slayer.
Yeah, the
Slayer?
Hutt Slayer.
But it's,
Yeah,
on the
Slayer.
box, it's labeled Princess Leia. It's not even anything else, just Princess Leia. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's intriguing. Yeah, the name change is kind of good. And don't blame Lego for that name change, folks. That if you go to Hasbro and all them, they've all renamed it. They've all
Yeah,
rebranded it.
It's not Lego.
It's not Lego. Though I would like one day to. I still think the best UCS set I've ever built is the Slave One. Right. Give us a Jango Fett version of it, so people can actually know what it's like to build that particular ship, because I don't even think they need to do anything with it, just a recolor job. They could do to that what they did with the Fiat 500 and maybe the Parrots as well. Matt says, he goes, the thing is though, as it stands with other UCS sets, it really isn't that bad of a price. Good point. That is, I agree actually. And I don't know, I just think they're about £50 too much. And that kind of, I don't know, it detracts it from me. I'm quite lucky because I've got other things I actually want to do in that time. I'm a bit like Shy, believe it or not. I've got other things I want to do in that time that I've got allocated. And sometimes, I've got to be honest, right? Something like, I don't know, what have I built recently? Let's go, I nearly said Gringotts there, but that's about a year ago. I can build a bit quicker than that. But take something like the Burrow, for example. That's a relatively large set, that is. I built that over the course of 12 hours live, and but it is time consuming. But anyway, thanks to Gaz, I built it quite quickly. He was cracking the whip at me when we were live and everything. But yeah, it's what OBS out there.
If you want it to be $50 to $100 cheaper, then just try to get it day one with the promo. It's a good gift with purchase, and you can definitely sell it anywhere between $50 to $100. And you'll make that difference. So it'll be a $400, $450 set.
Yeah, no,
or $380 for you guys.
That's the dilemma, isn't it? That's the dilemma. And the thing is, right, because this set's so blooming expensive, it's not like the market's going to get flooded with those gift with purchases, is it? As well. So
Nope.
I don't know. It's just really, really one of those things. I don't know. Is there anyone on the panel that's thinking of getting this day one? Anyone thinking?
Thinking about it, but I really don't know. We'll see. I just bought that Batman cave and I bought that chair, and so
Save your money. Save your money.
Yeah. Because I bought the Batman cave at triple points, I got a lot of VIP points I can throw towards it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's the thing. You can. That is the thing. I know people say like, well, VIP points or insider points, they cost this amount of money, but I still say it's free. I don't know. It depends how you want to view these things, but personally speaking, I kind of see it as a cheaper way of getting the set. I mean, why wouldn't you? Watch Build today. She says, I watched Jean's version review, and I liked what she said about the Leia fig. The pants under the bikini is weird, but the hairpiece is great. I completely agree. It's the first thing I thought of was the hairpiece. I was like, I like that.
That's a great hairpiece.
Yeah, Disney though, high cut for you, full skirt. That's the thing. And Gringotts as well.
It's a modesty dual mold.
I think if the difference was having the dual mold or not having her in the set, I think everyone would much rather have it as it is.
Mm-hmm. True.
If that was what had to be done, then I think everyone can compromise with it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, right? Just imagine, right? What do you think, Shy, would be the case if Lego actually left out Leia? I think it would be massive.
Yeah, I think
Right.
there'll definitely be an outroar if she wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe Lego was trying to make a case for Disney to allow it, and this is their compromise. So we will never know, but it makes sense.
I think like the Fire Stars and the Citizen Bricks, they'll all make like their printed version of the bottoms.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone will
Yeah,
get
exactly.
obsessed with it and swap it out.
Mhm.
What the thing I'm just looking at this, I know it's not about Leia as such, but what the C3 player hasn't got the dual molded leg like they have done for the Sand Speeder, was it the Land Speeder, sorry, and just the recent buildable 3PO as well. It seems a bit of an odd choice for a UCS set. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's little things like that when you look at the prices, like
That-
just gone that little extra mile.
Yeah, like I could defend probably why they made that decision just to keep it under the budget, because maybe it went over if they were to have to reprint the C3PO from before, or like using the the fat Leku on this. Like it should be a thinner version of this, but they just brought it out from Boba Fett's throne room. Like a little that I can just maybe justify why they made the decisions, but again, what Sam says, for the price point and where we're at right now in this world, like we're gonna find reasons that it's not justifiable to be the amount that they're selling it for. So
here's an interesting line. I like this. Might have to use it if I buy it and review it as well, albeit a bit an old review. One brick stud. He says it's not overpriced. It's just expensive. I think that's the perfect quote for this particular set. I really do. I'm really, really intrigued. I really, really am. So I don't know. Let's go around the panel then and find out what people think about this. Then I'm intrigued. So basically, would we get it day one? Is it what can we call this? Is it a hitch or is it a ditch? We go with that one. There's still people using all funny terms. I'm going to go with that one. That's my one. Andrew, day one, is this set Jabba's Barge? Is it a hitch or is it a ditch?
It'll be a hitch, unfortunately. But
don't feel bad.
No, you could like it. It's a great set. It is a great.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't know. I don't think it's priced right still. Like I can't get over the fact that there's like 21 more minifigures in the Daily Bugle compared to this, and like 1,500 more pieces. That doesn't compute, but it just seems to be getting worse. But I mean, not every set's priced this poorly, but it just puts a damper on it, I guess. For me, is I don't know. I mean, honestly, if I was more selective with my buys, it probably wouldn't be as bad. But like I said, I just bought a Batcave, and that was expensive, and so I'm like, oh no. And I want I could wait on this. I don't have a problem waiting. Although there's a gift with purchase, and I like getting those. And so yeah,
I like him too, but I don't mind selling them because I've got no interest in that at all. So I'll be quite happy to sell it. So if there's anyone out there that wants to pay £100 for it, let me know, because that could be the deal breaker for me. Because I think they're going for like £200 on eBay at the moment. I don't know, Gaz, have a look on eBay, see how much they're going for. So Shy obviously doesn't count because he's begrudgingly been given it. But look at the stress it's bringing him as well. But anyway, that's.
But I wouldn't have purchased it day one. Now that was before the GWP was like announced. So with the GWP, I probably would have considered it. I don't know if I would have actually done anything with it, but with keeping in mind that I can sell, because it's a great GWP. Like it's in a black box, it's not a yellow box. It's it's a nice GWP. It makes sense for the build. Would it be the one I would have chosen for it? I don't know, but like I could have sold it and then made up the difference from where I thought the price point should have been. So it would have definitely changed my mind, or at least made me like tempted to get it day one. But before the GWP, I would have waited if I really wanted it.
That's the temptation, and it's like while stocks last, and you're like, oh god.
Well, good news. Well, if you did want to be selling the GWP, the ones I've seen on eBay, the cheapest is $129.99.
Boom.
And the most expensive, $249.99.
Wow.
I don't know if that's wishful thinking on the seller's part.
Well, I tell you what, right? If there's anyone out there wants to give me £100 for it, I'll just buy it day one and
Yeah,
post it
someone's
to
going to
them.
give me
Tracked and
250
everything.
quid for it. I'll buy it and I'll
Yeah.
sell you
Yeah.
that.
But
In a
think of
blink
it like
of an
this:
eye.
it's £100, right? So does the set being £320 make it seem worth it? I'd say yeah. I think it totally does. It depends how you want to look at it. It's the perspective, isn't it? It's or as they like to remind us in Star Wars, it's a certain point of view. Anyway, well, let's go to Sam then. Sam, Jabba's barge. Is it a hitch or is it a ditch?
It's it's putting me in a sitch. Whether to buy it or not. I don't think it's going to be a day one, even with the gift with purchase discount. It's just not like, yeah, not something that I'm like immediately grabbing at. But like down the line, if it goes to like other retailers and you can get a fair whack of it off,
You will.
I may end up being tempted.
There is that, yeah. There is that. I'll only buy it day one if someone wants to give me £100 for the gift with purchase, which in these terms at the moment, folks, is a steal, as they say. I'll have to try and pick what Rosie would say on one of his whatnot streams, but
He'd be the person trying to sell it for 250. I'm pretty sure that might be him.
All right, good stuff. All right, Meredith, Pink Wheels. For you, Jabba's barge. Is it a hitch or is it a ditch?
It's a ditch. I mean, I'm very lucky to have a nice Jabba from Jabba's Palace or the sail barge. I can't remember which set it, because they used to have that the upgraded one in both of them. I have both Slave Leia's. I have everyone's favorite blue elephant, and really, I mean, it's cute. It's huge, which goes back to where the heck do people put all these UCS sets?
Yeah, it is. It is just a thing. I mean, when I say a thing, I mean he's just absolutely huge. And Meredith, you kind of approach things quite differently as well, being a mocker and stuff like that. It would have to be exceptional for you to want it.
How do I say this? Like, we actually just cleared out a huge amount of sets. Goodness, we had the Sandcrawler, new in box. We had a whole bunch of sets just because they were collecting dust and they weren't sparking joy. And I have a friend that runs After Atlanta Brick Co. They're the second largest bricklaying store in Georgia, and she's consigning a whole bunch of sets because I don't know. I feel like sometimes I think in COVID, particularly in the end of COVID, there was, we couldn't get our dopamine rushes by going out and seeing friends or going out and eating. So we were kind of up their consumerism. And, I just feel like I've become a little bit more particular on, what I buy. And I'm trying to be really cognizant of, do I have room for it? Am I going to buy it and it's going to sit in a corner and I'll get to it at some point, which a lot of the sets that I had bought that's where they were doing. They were sitting in a corner waiting to be built. And, at the end of the day, I looked at them and I'm like, yeah, this was, I was probably pretty miserable. It was probably the end of COVID. And I'm just like, let's, buy, because that was the only way you could get dopamine rushes, right? Because we couldn't see friends, we couldn't go out to eat, we couldn't go to movies, we couldn't travel. So I think I got a little crazy with my set buying.
Everyone did. We all did. I mean, we used to get the right arm. Do you remember when, what was that spaceship that came out, guys? I could never get it. It's something like the Ulysses or something like that it was called.
Yeah, was that the GWP?
Inside the pod. You could never buy it. It came out, and then it came out again for about all of 10 seconds, and it was like a telescope.
The Galaxy Explorer?
No, not the Galaxy Explorer. It was a telescope.
Discovery.
No. It was like in VIP point thing that you could buy at the time. It was something like called the Ulysses, like a galaxy.
Ulysses, yeah, the little satellite thing.
Yeah. That was one.
I was just like, I remember being so frustrated. Then I was like, Greg, wind your neck in. It's Lego. It shouldn't be making you feel like this.
Yeah, if it was a playset one for like $180, $200, I'd probably be down for it. But again, this is it's huge, and I am running out of space I know everyone says space, but I literally do not have space for any more sets right now in our house.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they go upstairs, and the rule is that only a few sets. We have the Disney Castle set, and we have a couple of Ninjago City sets that are kind of cool display pieces in the Van Gogh set. There's no Lego allowed upstairs. So
Yeah.
I just,
Okay.
I love Star Wars, but it's just, I don't know, not doing it for me. If I didn't have the figs, it might be a splurge. It might be like, hey, once we get like $100 for the VIP points, maybe splurge on it. But having the figs is just like, no, I'm good.
And you're a massive Star Wars fan as well. You really are. So, I don't know. Let's move on to Gaz, and then we'll look at the chat and see what the chat is, because the chat tonight is very chatty indeed. Gaz, Jabba's Barge. I don't know. Mate, what do you think? Is it a hitch or is it a ditch for you, my friend?
It would be a ditch at the moment. I was just having a look on the Lego website as well, and Mos Eisley's still out there. I think it's retiring this year,
Let's
but
have a look at
that's only just over 700 pieces more, and it's £344, and it comes with 21 minifigures.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, at the minute, if I was going to get a UCS one, I'd probably go for that one.
Yeah.
Because it's, it is cheaper. If
It's a
you
great
did have
set. It's a great set. I love it.
That's the thing. And
do you know what? Jabba's Barge was actually constructed by the same company. And this is I got this from Jang, by the way. But by that funny space pod that's outside it. For that particular set, there's this really weird sort of all round one that came with it. Or maybe that was the other one, Mos Eisley. Anyway, but it's the same company. If you know, if it's a really weird white pod that sits outside
with
Mos Eisley.
it's like a little shuttle, isn't it? With like the jet bits on the back, like on a spoilery type thing. Is that the one you're thinking of?
No, not that. That was like a speeder. That was a kind of a random one, but that is there. That is in the film. It's bizarre. But so for Gaz, it's a ditch. Let's find out what the brick bods are up to then, and see what they would do. What do you reckon, Carrie? You like sailing? I know you like sailing, right? Jabba sail barge. Does it do it for you? Is it a hitch or is it a ditch?
Oh, it's a definite hitch. Yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of Rivendell for it. No, it's not for us. Do we need a brown parts pack?
No, we don't.
Okay, we're good. I think it's a ditch.
You could almost say that you wouldn't touch it with a barge pole.
That was good. That was good.
Very good, Sam. Very good. I'm sure somewhere along the line we can make a short out of that. Right.
Whoever wants it can have it.
Hey. Yeah, what can we say? Let's see what the chat are doing then. This is a bit of a strange one. Do you know, in a funny way, I never thought I'd say this, and I'm not saying it because Lauren's out there and because OBS are out there. For the first time, I kind of fancy the Hogwarts Express. I've got no idea how it's doing in the survey. Let's have a look, see where the Hogwarts Express is in the survey.
0%.
It's just nothing. You guys do not like that Hogwarts Express. Even the Harry Potter fans. I threw that one in there, Sam, because I was like, surely a Harry Potter fan will go for that. But, all of a sudden, Jabba's sail barge is going up in popularity. But anyway, the chat says as follows. Let's see. Matt saying, the skirt reminds me of being in high school when having rules for girls' skirts needing to be fingertip length. My God.
That's quite short.
That's really short. Yeah. There we go.
Assuming that so I remember, like my school, there was specific rules about how high above the knee it could go. So I'm guessing they're measuring from the knee to the bottom, not from the top to the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
But it would just be a belt.
Well, it's a bit weird. Me and Sam thought he read that way. But anyway, there we go. I'm leaving the jumper on there just, by the way, for the model on there just for Lauren, because I think she's got a bit of a soft spot for him. Or maybe it's that jumper. I don't know. Andy's Bricks and Figures says, yeah, it's day one for him. Lauren says, this is my fave saber so far, referring to Luke Skywalker's gift we purchased. the hilt. Everyone calls it lightsaber. It's a hilt. I can't help compare it to Mos Eisley. The Cantina has less, 1/4 less pieces, but has twice as many minifigs, and they both come with a big fig.
Oh, yeah, the G-back is it comes with?
What does it come with?
Yes, the dewback.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course it's a dewback. Yeah, of course. I bought a few of those at the time as well. I tell you what's really expensive. Those bleeming sand troopers. They're brilliant, but boy, they're expensive. Well, they say, well, that was 3 years ago I bought those. I bought about 4 of them. Martin Andrews says it's cashback. I suppose it is when you think about it. Macro Bricks says, the full skirt always leaves you wanting more. I see where you're going with that, Macro. I will not bite at that or nibble at that one. I can't help compare it to Mos Eisley, the Cantina. Yeah, we just read that. Good stuff. Where are we going down here? Galactic. Love this. Day one pick up for me. Definitely expensive. But I also think it was £399. We wouldn't be talking about price. I don't know. Yeah, I do agree. There is that kind of perception. It's kind of gone over that 429. Maybe Galactic Brick. For you, that £29. I mean, there's a thing. Gaz, would you rather pay £399 without the gift with purchase? Would that be a point?
Yeah, I mean, anything to make it cheaper, really. But yeah, I mean, I think if it's under the 400, it's a little bit more desirable. If that makes sense. It's kind of because it's within grasping as opposed to having to feel like you've got to really save up for it. Which
it wastes a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a lot of money, isn't it? And Lego, if there's anyone out there listening from Lego, I'd like to know, just so I can start thinking about how I'm going to spend my money between now and January the 1st, because that's only around the corner as well. That's another ball game. It's all, the whole world resets on January the 1st, folks. It's like 2024 never happened. I want to know when the modular's coming out. But anyway, leaving us hanging on there, which I kind of like to a certain degree as well. I have over £100 in points, so we'll use it towards it. And his bricks and figures is definitely a hitch for him. I like that. What do you reckon? I might bring this in as a bit of a thing, hitch or ditch for certain Lego sets. I like this. Bright Switch Brick, she's laughing because she's crazy. She is that Lauren. Ulysses, yeah, Space Probe sold mine for 90 quid. Jesus, Andy. I think he bought it in a shop for 60 quid, and I thought that was overpriced. There we go. One Brick Studs. Greg, I love you. Can you imagine it? If I bought the Hogwarts Express, the Harry Potter fans out there would absolutely lose it. They would do, I tell you. It says, I still chose Rivendell. There we go. I knew it. I knew they would be. What can I say? I just threw that one in there. Just testing their loyalty. And they still went Rivendell. What can I say? Anyway, Jean's out there. Jean, I'm here. So sleepy. Excited to see you, Greg. And the Brick Bods. Yes, of course. Jean is in London. She's literally, I'm not joking, folks, she's 20 minutes down the road from me. She is at the moment. I'm going to see her in the morning. Hopefully, it might be. I'm going to get in there quite early, fairly early. Anyway, playing tomorrow a little bit by ear, but anyway, we will be catching up tomorrow, which is going to be jolly exciting. Gene, lots of love out there. 2K Folds are coming down from MK as well. TGA, can't wait to hug you too. There's going to be lots of love in London tomorrow, folks, that's for sure. Macro Bricks is saying, only bedtime for Eugene's. The rest of us, it's our jam, having fun. And Mapping the Miles says, my daughter's dress code at work is shorts are supposed to go where your fingertips are, then your arms are at your side. I'll have to read that back after the stream to understand that. What can I say? Where should we go next?
So the shorter your arms, the shorter your skirt. That's a weird way of doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
Callie can barely reach her waist.
She'd literally, her skirt would be just on her torso somewhere. You know what I mean? And her belly button. I mean, imagine that. She'd be arrested in about 10 seconds. She would. I don't know. Maybe 10 hours. I don't know. Depends how quick the police are. Random way. Anyway, so there we go. There's what can I say? That is we've spoken a long time at this. I tell you, how many hours this week have been spoken about this particular set? Shai's probably the best one to tell us that. Shai, has our stream, I says our stream, has this particular podcast, has London Calling kind of represented what the other streams have said as well?
Yeah, I mean, I think that unanimously everyone doesn't really like the price point, and everyone has pretty much something different to kind of wish would be different, but you know, it's the argument of justification is pretty much similar. So, yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Sam, you should, whatever you do tomorrow, get up early and just throw yourself in the car with the brick mods and come into London.
I can't. I've got a 6 a.m. shift tomorrow.
Oh, no
I know,
way.
it's brutal.
6.
Hey, 6 a.m. Sam, what do you... I don't actually know what you do, actually. Well, he's so young, you're probably still a paper boy or something like that. I don't know.
Riding around on my bike.
Yeah. Imagine that. It'd be like it's Southampton. Sam running about on his bike. It'd be like a scene out of Stranger Things. It'd be really cool back in the day, or maybe E.T. I don't know. But anyway, okay. Well, that's our look, I think, at the Jabba's barge. But yeah, it does generally. We seem to be reflecting the same as what other streams have said as well. I'm curious, actually, Shy. Going back to Alex, who was in the guy from Bricklink.
Yeah.
Is that Alex Kastelik by any chance?
I don't know his last name.
All right. Because we might have a guest on in a couple of weeks from Bricklink as well.
There you go. Yeah, that guy.
There we go. It could be
just ask him the same question, and he's going to recite the same thing. So
I'll ask him it from a different approach.
Yes, do that.
I've been
a lot more direct approach.
I'll just go straight from the jugular. I might want to get him on again. No, it was. I was speaking to Alex. Do you know when I met the guy? When I met Alex, it wasn't long after I actually had quite a laugh with Sam. I was at Brickworld Chicago, and I came out, and I was dying of sweat. I mean, I looked like I'd just been people just throwing buckets of water over me. I just did a really quick video, so explaining what I got, including, which I love to bits, this goat. This is before we even had goats, really, folks. Remember them days? Remember we only had one goat from about 30 years ago? Anyway, I got that one. And I came out, and this is how I got talking to this guy. Hi, Greg. Yeah, nice to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Watch your streams. Da, 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 da. I'm Alex from Bricklink. I'm like, hello, Alex from Bricklink. Nice to meet you. So anyway, folks, watch this space for a couple of weeks' time. What can I say? Gene's saying... LMAO, Greg, I can totally see Sam as a paperboy. So can I. I don't. Yeah.
I
can. The hair the wind going through your hair while you're on your BMX.
Have you seen Sam in the morning? Because paperboys tend to do mornings, and I don't think that would work.
Sam, has anyone even seen Sam at 6 o'clock in the morning? Sam, do you know what 6 o'clock actually looks like? It's still dark that time of day now. You know?
Yeah. I've seen it many times. Stress building for a convention that starts at 10 that same
true.
morning.
That is true indeed. What can you say, Sam? I don't know if I prefer Sam stressed or chilled out. I don't know, really. It's bizarre. It's like two different people, like Jekyll and Hyde. There we go. Anyway, talking to Jekyll and Hyde, it's probably now time for tonight's PMQ, which was going to come at you about 38 minutes ago, but as per normal, I'm totally out of sync with where I
said
want
2.5 hours, guys. 32 minutes left.
Exactly. Yeah, I've got literally 7 minutes left. Anyway,
talk quickly.
Can everyone please, for the next part, really talk quickly for me? No, seriously though, talk quickly. No, I'm joking. Right, okay. So actually, do you know what? I think I'm going to be knackered in the morning. I think Gene and Danny are going to give me going to be even in a slightly worse place because they're still kind of acclimatizing not only to our weather but obviously to the different time zone as well. Anyway, PMQ panel members question comes to us tonight from the wonderful More and More, who asked a very deep and meaningful following question.
Hello, London Calling. By now, we've seen the new Icon set, Over the Moon, with Pharrell Williams. Now, he's a known musical artist and creator, and the set is actually a tie-in to his new movie, where he shares his life story through Lego animation. He talks about his love for space and how it represents limitless imagination. And that's why we have a spaceship as the new set. So, my question is, if you could release a set that represents something meaningful in your own life or story, what would it be? For me, it'd be a game controller. Video games have become my career, and I've met so many amazing people and done so many amazing things through my love for games. That includes content creation. Now I get to live my life dream and design games as well. So, what about you? What kind of build represents you or an aspect of your life? Thanks.
Wow, what a great question from the wonderful Amor. I love the guy to bits. I really, really do. Can't get enough of him. Check him out, folks. You will find him over on Twitch. So, with that in mind, the question obviously goes out to the chat as well. Boys and girls, let me know what you think about that. And I will come back to you in just a mo. For the time being, though, let's ask the panel. So where should I go on the panel? Who's looking the least worried? Ian. Ian gave me the old eyeballs then. So let's go with Ian. Ian. Based on the so one of the panel messaged me back last night and says, "Man, that is deep." So Ian, what kind of represents maybe you two, maybe individually, maybe as a couple, in the form of Lego, and why?
As a couple, just thinking of weird stuff. I'm thinking.
Keep that in your head.
Yeah, keep that in my head. Okay. I would say, just because it will confuse people, a golden pineapple.
Oh yeah.
So that's always a good one.
That sounds really wrong.
It does. So the story behind the golden pineapple is that we were walking around B&Q.
Yeah.
And there was randomly a golden pineapple on a shelf. Right? For those of you who don't know, B&Q is like a hardware store.
Yeah.
So
it was completely out of place. There was no other pineapples nearby.
Yeah.
It was just a random golden pineapple. And so I turned it in and I was like, someone's playing hide the pineapple. We have to play too. And so I grabbed this pineapple and run off and tried to hide it somewhere else in the store. I don't know why. I was just feeling like that would be a fun thing to do.
But so then Carrie bought, I think it's like a little placeholder for like at weddings and stuff. And so it's a little golden, almost flat pineapple. And we would randomly hide it around the house. And so you'd hide it somewhere and then, I'd hide it. Carrie would find it and then she'd hide it. It went on holiday with us. It has, at random times, it has been in mocks. So I would say that is one of the weirdest things that sums us up as a couple. So we'd go with that.
Okay, we'll go with that.
I like that. Guys and girls, I am loving a story behind it. So with that, where should we go next? I'm going to go to Andrew, actually, because Andrew's one of the first ones that responded. Andrew, what would you build out of Lego that kind of represents you and why?
So I thought, obviously you gave me the question last night, so I prepared for this. So I have an answer, so I'll just get right into it. I would probably pick a drum set or some sort of drum build. I don't know if it would just be one drum or not, but I'll admit I haven't played my drums in probably a couple of years, technically. Yeah, within a couple. But I used to play all the time, and it was a thing growing up. And right now, like I'm tapping my foot right now, like you guys can't tell, but I'm constantly like.
I always thought you always want to go to the toilet or something like that, but it's not. It's because you pretended you played the drums. I like it.
Yeah, I'm just always rocking out, and I don't know. Just now, as I was thinking about it, as I was preparing for this, I was just thinking like I'd maybe possibly do like a what's it called, that Lego Masters like special thing where how every drum would be a different part of my life and to explain the story or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if I wasn't really thinking about it that deeply, but that seems like it would fit that.
Yeah, but it's a story behind it. There's a reason for it. I think it'd be quite good because I didn't know you did. I didn't know you played the drums or anything like that.
Yeah,
and
I loved drums when I was younger. And my parents, they wouldn't get me a drum set, and they said I had to take a year of piano to take music seriously before they allowed me to get a drum set. And so I got this. My brother heard about this drum set when he was at like the music store, and we went and picked it up. It was like $100. It was like wooden. It was like a piece of junk, but he fixed it up for me for Christmas. And I started getting lessons that summer because I took a year of piano, and then I eventually got a bigger drum set. I got a phone call from my wife here, so I got to answer it. She just went to go see the.
Oh, right, no worries, mate. Okay, so he'll be a drummer. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's cool. We timed that perfectly. We really did. Where should we go? Let's go to Sam. Let's go to Sam. I think Sam would build maybe a BMX or something like that, representing his
yes, to represent my vast career as a paperboy. I want to build my paper delivery BMX.
Oh, so Sam, from a kind of from millennials point of view, or Gen Z, I should say, a Gen Z point of view, he's the Gen Zer. You can certainly tell it. What would you build that kind of represents Sam? Maybe in a way that we don't even know you, Sam, like Andrew being like a bit of a drummer on the side. I don't know. What would you do? Would you build a mech or something like that? Or where would you go with it?
No, I feel like this is going to sound like a gigantic cop out, but it would have to be a Lego brick. It just might, not to sound like I don't have much going on in my life, but my life kind of revolves around it in a way.
Sam, that is really sweet though, Sam.
Like it's my number one interest. It's how I know some of my favorite people. It's like when I think back at like some of my favorite memories over the last couple of years, it's all Lego related.
Yes.
And things like that. It's like so important to me, and I don't really know where I'd be without it.
Oh, Sam, I totally agree with that. That is tugging on the heartstrings, dude. It really is. And it's nothing to feel ashamed of or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's that's life. That's real proper. Thing. And do you know what? That kind of feeds in pretty much what I would do. I would probably build a representation of this cabin as a mock or something like that, because firstly, it's the most ridiculous, luxurious thing I've probably ever done in my life. To focus it all on Lego as well, folks, and believe me, I could buy a lot of sail barges with this cabin that I've set up here. But like Sam said, I've got so many lovely memories of meeting people through here, through these monitors, and then meeting them in real life. I mean, tomorrow morning, I'm going to meet a Texan from someone that I met in Chicago, but got to know them a few years ago online. I mean, it's just it's mind-bogglingly baffling almost. But that's how it all comes together. That's how I've met so many amazing AFOLs out there. So good on you, Sam. I totally get you there. Where should we go next? Let's jump along. Let's go to the next one. The beautiful curly-haired Meredith. Beautiful pink wheels. What would you build as a kind of representation of something of you out of Lego?
It's kind of twofold. It would be something that my daughter probably would want or comment or inspire me to build. Like mostly every mock, I won't say mostly, probably 70% of the mocks I've made is because she said, Mom, that would be really cool. Or if you built something like that with Friends colors, that would be really cool. Or the first mock I made a Ninjago palace for her because she was watching whatever season and they didn't have a set. And she's like, Mom, can you build this for me? So, I mean, Lego, I liked Lego as a kid, but building Lego has been a lot more about, enjoying it with my daughter and then having it as a creative outlet. So it would probably be something she would, not tell me to build, but something that she would give me a prompt to build. And the second, it's kind of open-ended question that way. But the second thing is whatever it would be very colorful because I love using color, and it's just it's so much fun especially with all the colors they have and all the pieces they have now, the elements they have, about how it's almost its own art form. Lego is almost an art medium because
it totally is. It totally is. 100%.
I mean, when I was a kid, in the late 80s, we had very limited elements. I mean, everything was built like, they had like a table and chairs, and it was just like that chair element a couple of round 1x1 bricks, and that was your table and a plate. So now there's so many variety of elements. I feel like it's become almost an art medium. So it would be a combination. She would probably prompt me with something like make something, cute, make something like this, and make it colorful, and that would probably be what I would build.
Yeah, see, I like it, man. I like this. This is some great stories, but there's real feeling and emotion behind this. So I'm loving it. So where should I go now? I'm going to go to Gaz next. Let's go to Gaz next. I'm Gaz, it's got to be something Doctor Who related. I mean, for this one, I would totally let you come out with some Doctor Who stuff, because I cannot live or breathe without thinking you are so synonymous with Doctor Who. But anyway, come out with whatever you want to. I'm just saying, you are to me, you're almost like the Doctor Who that never was. But anyway, what would you go for, my friend?
So it wouldn't be. I was thinking about this because that's not everything though, because it's kind of the other things sort of going on. I'd probably be something like a hot air balloon, because I kind of because a lot of the time my imagination just goes anywhere. So it would just take me to like the cloud. I mean, I can't build a cloud because that would just be silly, because people may say I do have my head in the clouds, because a lot of the time I do think of ideas so often, the things I could do. Half the time they'll never come to anything because it's just not grounded in reality at all, which is why I'd have a hot air balloon, because it's to represent really my thought processes and the fact that it just can go anywhere and anywhere, with nothing around it, no restrictions.
See, I like that. No boundaries, no borders.
But I mean, I do need a tether. That's the only trouble, because it's just I need some sort of grounding sometimes as well, which is why you have to chuck over the rope, and hopefully someone down there might sort of ground me a bit, because
that's probably why you got Frankie. Gemma, my wife, she grounds me like in the nicest possible way. She lets me get away with murder. She really does, honestly.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that.
I know, and I've met Frankie. I know Frankie fairly well, and it's he's a good guy. You're lucky to have him. He's certainly lucky to have you guys. And you are a beautiful couple. You really are. But I love the idea of a hot air balloon is really cool. This is beautiful. More, you are a genius. So where would we go next? I think finally, we need to have someone who how can I say, when I met him 5 years ago, he was a different person to what he is now. That is, of course, Shy. Shy, you're getting emotional in your old age, you are, mate.
I had kids.
Totally it, man. It's totally it. I've never had kids, but I've got plenty of nieces and nephews, so and godsons as well. So I kind of feel like I kind of know a little bit about what I'm talking about. But what would represent you? What would you build that could represent Shy Time is my time? Because I got a feeling it probably wouldn't be Jabba's sail barge. It'll be something more meaningful.
No, it wouldn't. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would like automatically presume it would be something military-esque. But when I really reflect on what I would make, I would do something to something that I think Lego can actually do, based on their brand values as of today, which would be just a simple 100-piece set of a memorial wall. So like the mocks I've been posting up the past couple of years. So memorial walls, if you ever seen one, every country has one for their military. It's not representing anything to do with war. It's just the outcome of outcome of it, and it's peaceful. Yeah, it's like they've already done things like, the Dia de los Muertos sets for for Mexico. So that celebrates death. And it's a very it's every time I go to one of those, or when I visit my friends on Memorial Day, like I look at that, and before I would get very depressed and be very guilty of like why am I still here? But then I reflect on like I should be living my life to the fullest, So that way, when just to make my life more meaningful, because I'm here and they're not, and they would want me to live my life to the fullest. So with everything that I've done, from motorcycle riding, my club, Lego, school, college, work, family, especially my kids and my wife, like I don't take it all for granted. And I always have to check myself. Like when I start to get too heavy into a hobby, whether it be on my bike or even Lego or content creating, like I have to check myself. Like, so I have to be like, okay, I need to be where I'm at, where it counts. So that would be my children, my friends, my wife. So putting my time where it needs to be. So that memorial wall, it would do a lot for me. And I know a lot of the veterans and anyone who has family or who've Lego wouldn't be here if it wasn't for stuff like that. So I think that would be the most peaceful thing to put out. So
Denmark would be a very different place. It really would be. And I think you're right. And I do you know what? There's even like taking the word peace as in after war, and Lego pieces. I don't know. There's something they could definitely mix up there. I think your memorial as well that you built at Brick World Chicago. It's just remembering, and we are lucky, and we're lucky to have you, Shai. That's for sure. That is definitely for sure. Andrew's just stepped out. He's sorting out his kids, so let's pop you up there. I'm going to go back round and ask the chat, see what they got to. There's a few people that have come up with some really cool stuff. This is quite deep. It's a bit like what Andrew got back to me. So, but anyway, just for those that have just tuned in, this is this week's question from the wonderful Amor.
Hello, London Calling. By now, we've seen the new Icon set, Over the Moon, with Pharrell Williams. Now, he's a known musical artist and creator, and the set is actually a tie-in to his new movie, where he shares his life story through Lego animation. He talks about his love for space and how it represents limitless imagination. And that's why we have a spaceship as the new set. So, my question is, if you could release a set that represents something meaningful in your own life or story, what would it be? For me, it'd be a game controller. Video games have become my career, and I've met so many amazing people and done so many amazing things through my love for games. That includes content creation. Now I get to live my life dream and design games as well. So, what about you? What kind of build represents you or an aspect of your life? Thanks.
Awesome stuff there from the wonderful Amor. Let's see what peeps out there are actually saying about it. As Martin says, he's a beautiful More. He really, really is, folks. A wonderful guy, he really is. I can't wait to see him next year as well. Lego Terry's Chocolate Bod. That's what Lego Team B think they should be represented. Carrie, Ian, how much of the Terry's orange chocolate ball thing have you got left?
Do you really have to ask?
Well, I feel like I should. I'm just intrigued to know how have you got a quarter left?
It's gone. It's all gone.
It's gone.
Oh my god! All right, well, just all I would say is just remember to chew your food, kids. There we go. We got a travelling fairground ride would be Gary. That'd be an interesting one. A bit curly whirly. As Carrie would be thinking, oh, I like a curly whirly. Oh, it's had a bit chewy. Just pulled me teeth out. They did. Anyway, and while we're going through these as well, guys, subtle hint. You can pull up the this week's MTW. Martin says, "Oh come on, guys! What can it possibly mean?"
It's already done. It's already done.
Oh, it's already done. I can't see it. Anyway, Martin says, I would have a film reel camera as a build for me. I love film, always loved film of various genres. The Disney 100 cameras, oh, here it comes, is pretty much it. I'll just put my minifig inside it. That sounds really good. I like that. You just used the Disney one, which I think is been on sale this week. I think it was a third off it or something like that. Martin, but by the way, Martin, I don't know if you know this, but I'm actually a member of the British Film Institute. I don't know if you knew that, but anyway, maybe if you ever come to London, we can have a day out at the cinema. Macro Brick says, anyone who asks, is this coming out, is a special human for Jean's version as well, which is lovely. Frankie's out there as well. Frankie CC. Oi, oi, ladies and jelly spoons. Good to see you, Frankie CC. Bright Switch Brick says, I was going to guess the Cabino. What can I say? I'm that transparent. I'm glad you did. Lego Team B giving out some love there to Frankie as well. Hi, Frankie, says Martin. Evening Frankie as well, says Gaz. Can't imagine why. And Brickham Dan says, just don't get caught in the snare. That sounds like there's a story behind that as well, Brick and Boot. Bonnie's Bricks. She goes on to say, I would build a version of the Little Mermaid sitting on a rock with her daughter. That is me with my two girls, representing my love for Disney, music, magic, motherhood as well. What a wonderful paragraph that is, Bonnie Bricks. Honestly, it's beautiful. It really is. BKM Trevor. He says, I would have a microphone to represent multiple stages in life. Music, broadcasting, voiceover, stand-up comedy as well. That's an intriguing backstory there as well, BKM Trevor. Good stuff. I like it. Eureka says, hello, Greg. Hi, everyone. Eureka, lovely to have you here. Hope your evening's worked out okay as well, Eureka. Got a wonderful picture coming up from her a little bit later on, folks. And Brickham then says, totally feel that, Gaz. Matt Malish goes on to say, mine would be a car crash. I think he said car wash then. That was interesting. Just kidding. I'd make a camera that can open up with space for the minifig to reside on the inside. While I love all art, video, photo is what I embrace the most, which is jolly good, really, for you of all people, Matt. And I do love the way you do your stuff as well. Your Instagrams and things like that are genuinely very, very cool. It's one of the first things I thought is kind of like just a bit different. I like it in such a cool way as well. Thank you, guys. All sorted so far. Good stuff. Glad your evening's going okay then, Eureka. Damn you, Shy. Just when we're ready to dump you, you pull us back in again. What can I say? The guy, he's full of heart. He really is. Crypto Brick says, mine would be a Technic set. Really? That teaches structural engineering. There you're talking. Could help younger kids understand basic engineering principles and promote building more structures. Dude, what a great idea. Love that. OBS says it would be a Lego Ideas, the Snowman set. The animation hit me hard as a kid. Yeah, I remember, dude. That was quite a magical time that came out as well. You could do the snow in the form of like when he's taking off with a sort of snow jet stream, like the Pharrell Williams set. There's going to be all sorts of people doing stuff with that, I tell you. With that idea, that's for sure. It's going to be a thing. I really think it will. Frankie CC says, I love the Skeets Creek set. Got to be careful how you say that. Blimey. The motel with the Mora and David minifig. And Lauren is in total agreement, saying yes, Frankie CC. What can I say? That's everybody out there. If you're watching this back, you might even be listening back as well on, say, I don't know, Apple Podcasts or something like that. If you've got any comments, leave a comment. The link will be down in the description of the podcast for this particular live stream. Anyway, coming up next, I think I'm going to take a little break for a few minutes and let Gaz do his thing, which is, of course, the wonderful, the notorious Mock the Week. Okay, Gaz, it's over to you, my friend. Who you got for us this week?
So this is Nannanz _Creations on Instagram. Again, this week they've got some, again, really, really great builds on their page. They're all different. There's no one particular sort of theme they've done. So they've got like a Fort Legorido here, which is not in minifig scale. It's like a shrunken down one. So it's similar. I think it's similar sort of scale to the ones that Rick's done, because he's done the rescaled like Eldorado Fortress and the M-Tron one. So they've done a similar approach with this, which is really, really fun set as well. But then they've worked with some really quirky sets as well. So we've got this really, really great sort of futuristic moon buggy. So it's a car, my bad. Futuristic car again. You can see that they've used some interesting parts again in this. But it's all physically built. It does look like some of it isn't, but that is actually physically built. Before I go on to the one I have picked, I did notice this one, which may look familiar to Ninjago fans, but this was actually done in January. They built this, which is before the Ninjago one actually came out, and I think possibly before it was announced as well. But I mean, it's a similar idea. I think it must be. I'm not too au fait with the actual moon rock that it represents, but it's a beautiful, beautiful build here. And you can just see the shaping and this great little temple they've got on there, just in such a tiny scale, but you can kind of get a sense of it like built into this really interesting shaped mountainside as well. So really like this. But the one I've picked this week is this one, which is the owl, which is flying out of the canvas.
Wow.
It's the colours for a start just pull you in, don't they?
Like some background?
So say again, sorry?
Would you like some background?
Oh, yeah. If you want some, yeah.
I have not really talked to him much. He was part of New Ashima. He actually runs the Charities for Creation. So I want to say when they do 24-hour Beyond the Brick live stream. So what he does is he gets mockers all over the world to put up some of their mocks or create new mocks, and he puts them on an auction website. And all the money raised goes to buy Lego sets for kids all over the world.
Oh, excellent.
So he's not only a fantastic builder, but he is a genuine, nice, awesome person.
Yeah.
So, Charities for Creation. It's usually done in, I want to say, November.
Okay. Oh, that's
and
really
this
cool.
build in particular, it won. It was selected to be in the Lego house for their flora and fauna. What do you call it? Contest that they held last month.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen a few things about that online. I was, okay.
Yeah. That one will be in. So.
Oh, excellent. That will be so. So if we're visiting the Lego house, we'll be able to actually see this in person as well.
Yep. Not for another few months though. I think they just found out. So.
Oh, okay. So probably was it probably going into early next year, late this year, early next year, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, excellent.
Anyway, so that's all about Nannanz.
Oh, no, that's really cool.
This is really class, guys. Talk us through some of the parts usage in this particular one, because I'm seeing surfboards here used in such a way that I've never seen before.
So if I zoom in, well, I won't zoom in because it's on Instagram. But you can see here. So we've got some boomerang pieces here. You've got some of the big leaf pieces in tan. These are Hero Factory pieces, and you've got some. They are actual feather pieces here as well.
From Chima, yeah.
It is Chima.
Yeah, they use a lot of those feathers on Chima.
So I was trying to think. I thought I've definitely seen them somewhere. I couldn't quite remember exactly where. I've been scouring Bricklink, but kind of just by color. But then that doesn't.
I also think they were initially bionicle, but they used them a lot in Chima.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of fits the theme a lot, doesn't it? With bionically Chima.
I like the grill pieces with just the color behind though as well. That's quite simple but really effective. The background.
Yeah. I really like the use as well here of the. I think this is from Starry Night. This piece as well. Is that right? I think it's Starry Night.
Like it. Yep.
Which is a really nice, different way of using it as well. So that's really, which I really like. Let me go here. Oh, so yes, we've got more of the surfboards here. In I think that's your favourite colour, isn't it, Carrie? The like coral colour.
Is that coral? I think that's more red. I don't. It doesn't hurt my eyes too much. So it can't be coral.
It could be the background throwing you off. Actually, it does look
Yeah,
more
the
red.
background's a bit too coral.
Actually, looks more red there than it does there. That's strange. But yeah, lots of like flexi work and the bars just to clip onto it, which is just to get this shape as well. And then what I love as well
is amazing. That's cool.
The tangled leaves as well. And then what he's done as well, which is really smart as well. I like the fact that down the bottom you've got like a paintbrush and like the tube of paint, as if it's all been painted, but it's like somehow come to life, and it's just so vibrant and really dynamic as well. Like the whole thing, it's just like you can just imagine it flying out of the picture towards you. It's just such a clever idea.
Dare I say it, guys?
Executed really well.
We could get like a Harry Potter kind of owl take on this as well.
Yeah. You could do it as a Hedwig, or you could do it as a Fawkes as well, a phoenix, because there's that whole bit in one of the films where it does sort of fly out to, and Dumbledore escapes with Fawkes. So yeah, it's a really it's another one of those builds though. You look at it and it's quite captivating because I think the eyes pull you in on the owl, but then it just opens your mind as well to possibilities as well. And the fact that, it's flying out of the page, and, what else could fly out of the page as well. I like ones like this when it's on several different levels. It looks lovely, it pulls you in, and then it also makes your mind think of, oh, what else can I do that's similar to this? Like you said with like the Harry Potter, it's like, okay, you've got that, but maybe you could do it. The background's a book, and something from your favorite books jumping out of the page as well. So I just think it's really, really great for imagination. Again, back to imagination. But it's all about imagination. But yeah, the way that they've just got this on like the art background technic plates, that's the word. But they've managed to get all these wonderful curves in here, and even these as well. I mean, it's really simple bricks to get that, but then the actual way that they've got them angled in and got them attached just takes it to that extra level. And as Carrie said as well, you've got the colours behind the grills, and you've got all the clouds as well, and it's just really, really beautiful to look at. And I think I'm really glad actually that Meredith, you said that it is going to the Lego house, because I think it totally deserves to be seen by more people than just us online, I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, so that is by Nannanz. I think I'm saying it right. Nannanz _Creations. But definitely worth having a look at the page as well.
And come November, if you're looking to be generous, you can always try to. I believe he puts up one of his creations as well for sale at Charities for Creation.
Excellent.
Check it out. Meredith, if you hear about that happening or anything like that,
I'll let you know.
Let me know.
Yeah,
let me know.
Cool.
Okay, guys.
I'll probably be building something for it as well.
Brilliant stuff.
Cool.
I will definitely buy something from you, that's for sure. Guys, just remind us of the name again, please.
Yeah, it is Nannanz _Creations.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And that was this week's Mock the Week. Awesome stuff. Right, we'll take a look at your pictures in just a moment, folks, and then we'll have a bit of the old Bean Boozled, which is really is my favourite aspect of the week. It really is. Of course, we've got your pictures as well, and see what people are going to be up to. So let's see who's been building stuff. Andrew, have you been building something?
Yeah, this is what I've created so far. I'm on bag. Let me know. About to start bag 10, I think.
What's the red thing all about?
Right there?
What the earth is that?
Probably something like that. I don't know. The engines maybe going. Actually, I don't know what's something's getting plugged in back there. Getting plugged in.
Yeah, it's really red. I mean, that's positively colourful for a Lego Star Wars set. Bless you as well, by the way, Meredith.
I don't know if you can see inside there very well, but yeah, no, just plugging away at this. Listening to the kids yell here and there. I don't know if you saw them barge in earlier. It's pretty funny.
But it's entertainment. It's entertainment. What can we say? Good stuff. Where should we go next? Shy, how are you getting on with your build anyway? The barge build. Are you giving up for a little while, taking it easy?
Oh no, I had to return to work. so I'm working.
Wiggle the mouse. That's it. Wiggle the mouse. Okay. Good stuff. All right. Okay. But money aside, whatever, you're enjoying the build. That's the main thing.
Yes, it's a great build. I will admit that.
Good stuff. Well done. I mean, good going on the design. Good for them. And I definitely look forward to maybe I'm going to go that one day myself. Let's have a look and see what the Brick Bods are up to. Brick Bods, before we have a look at the pictures, let's see. Let's see what structural integrity you've been building, and we'll check out some of Sam's wedges in a minute as well. So how's it going anyway? What is it? It looks like a block of flats in Newham or something. Oh, I think you might be on mute unless you're being very quiet.
Yes, we are
I
on mute.
don't know. You've got one job.
I don't have long enough arms to do that job.
You got one job.
Yeah, so these kind of sit around the outside of the mock and create the wall for it. So that is essentially the height of the mock.
Oh, wow.
Quite large.
Yeah.
It's quite large, isn't it?
It's quite tall. And so it's designed so that the top half then has a vertical base plate. That's what creates the actual kind of seat that's been cut away. So they're not very exciting, but
Mine's quite exciting. I've been
fairly strong.
I'm trying to make a crab.
You're trying to make a crab?
Yeah, I'm trying to work out how to attach his eyes in. But it's getting there. It's just his face so far. A little bit of a shell. But
all right.
It's interesting.
All right.
I don't have the pieces I want because Ian has used all the pieces in the house.
I've used all the pieces in the house.
Yeah, there's got to be something on the floor you can scrape up.
He hasn't left me anything good to use. It's very annoying. But we'll make do. It'll be fine.
All right.
My crab's not the most important part. It's just for fun.
All right, enough about your crabs, Karen.
No, just one crab, not two.
Oh, that's all right then. Fair enough. Okay, Sam, you're going to show us your wedges? You're going to where did you get to with all your wedge building?
I have connected the three. There are some parts missing, but I'll find them eventually. So that's now back together as one. And yeah, now it's time to restart the walls. But I don't know. Probably that's where I'm going to leave it.
Blimey, Sam, that's quite thick, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it needs to be because it's holding up a lot of weight on it.
Oh, Sam, that's going to be jolly good. Yeah,
you've seen it.
What one was it? I can't try to think what it is.
The mock I was displaying at Chicago with the big stormtrooper mech.
Yeah, it was like literally in the corner.
You've seen this build before.
It was to your right.
Hold on, I remember
most of your time.
I know where Shies was, and then
keep going along the table.
Keep going.
Was, the Firestar geezer. I forget his name.
Bird.
It was Caleb.
Directly next to that one.
And that's where my memory just goes a bit.
That's how we
It was right in front of Amish's giant light.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was very good.
On it the entire time.
Yeah.
All right. I might have to look back at my videos. Sam, whatever you did, it would have been amazing. So
thank you.
It is. You're extremely good. So, anyone else? Meredith, was you building anything at all? Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute. Oh, I think she's getting up. She's going to sort her dog out. Oh, there we go.
I had a question for you guys here.
Yeah,
with regards to building, I meant to ask it earlier. I threw it in the little private chat. I was hoping for you to bring it up, but I didn't want to mess up the flow.
Go with it. Go for it.
All right. So you're the master sticker putter honor person, so I should ask you for sure.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah, that's a new title. There you go. You can use that. Oh, and she did grab something. Should I let her go or should I just finish this?
No. Go on.
All right. So when you're placing stickers and the sticker comes misprinted and it's not exactly centered, do you center the sticker or do you try to still center the sticker so it would look where it should be properly, if you know what I mean?
All right.
Like,
centering stickers is a skill amongst itself. I just get them on straight. Center. If it happens to be centered, that's good going. I always go with the eye's view, the view of the eye. What looks best on that. So if it looks better centered on it, then fine. But I just don't get too hung up if it's not dead center. If it's close enough, then fair enough. Maybe it'd be different if I did reviews for LAN or something like that. I'd be like insistent that it would have to be very central, which I've noticed Tiago is bloody good. So I need to ask him how he does it. Yeah, I think personally speaking, I mean, that technique I found one technique that does not work for, and that's when you're putting stickers inside panels. That doesn't always work for that. If it's the flat side, totally fine. Inside a panel, it's harder work. Oh, and Andrew, this week, just for you, by the way, I did one of the windows from the Burrows set.
Excellent.
Just so you know.
All right, I look forward to seeing it.
Mwah, even if I say so.
No, you nailed it, eh?
Yeah. Feel free to leave a comment on it. I don't know why. 1,000 views, but no one's made a comment on it. It's weird. But anyway, we'll see. Probably the same people that
Greg's buying views again.
Exactly. Yeah. But anyway, all right. Good question there, Andrew. Sorry for that. I missed your comment in amongst what the shenanigans with the kiddies.
All good.
But anyway, talking of shenanigans, I think it's probably time before we go to Bean Boozled to see your pictures from this week.
Wait, hold on.
Now I've got the idea that Shy wanted to say something.
Did Meredith show us?
Yeah, I think Meredith wanted to show.
Yeah, because she might have got something.
Meredith has been on mute for the last 10 minutes. I think she's been talking away. Meredith?
So I've almost finished this cyberpunk junk boat.
Cool.
Oh, cyberpunk.
It's
smells so cool.
And I need to build something for Friendship Timber. So I'm going to build its sister version in teal and pink.
Oh,
wow.
Teal.
That's what I'm building.
Oh my god.
2 birds, 1 stone, because I can still use it in Nuashima, but it will be for Friendship Tober. It's gonna have like graffiti on it with crazy colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Honestly, I love the teal. You of all people must appreciate tonight's background.
Yes.
Just for you, Meredith, because I know you like teal.
Love the teal.
Me too. You got to love the teal. That itself could be a phrase, catchphrase. What do you think of that? Now, don't you think it'd be a really good idea if I don't know, maybe for a future CMF series that we maybe got a steampunk minifigure or something like that? I think it'd be a brilliant idea. I mean, imagine where the doors that would open for all sorts of mocks. Anyway, just throwing it out there, feed it back. You know how it goes. All right. Anyway, let's start having a look at some of your pictures, shall we? BKM Trevor says Cyberpunk now has the theme. BKM sort of slightly touched on it and totally could expand on it. I think they could. It is an untouched gold mine. Maybe Lego will go there soon. Who knows? You heard it here first, though, folks. maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, this is someone's Lego haul. This is from Andy Seston, who's he loves his D&D. This is a good set, arguably one of the best sets of the year. Yeah, you must have this one, don't you, guys?
Nope. Although I understand Argos have a very good offer at the moment.
No way. Do they really?
Yeah, like from how much is I can't remember what the RRP is, but it's down to 250.
250.
It's really good.
Well, it must be it must be a 320 job then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was it 25% off? I think it was.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
something like that, isn't
big.
it?
Yeah. What can I say? That is big. Eureka saying that she loves the Meredith builds.
Yeah.
I do as well. She's awesome. I've met her in real life, folks. She's just even more amazing in real life than she is here on London Calling.
I will say that I bought this set, but it's not for me.
Really?
It's for my daughter's birthday.
Oh.
She's gotten into D&D, and she said she likes to buy she buys her own friend sets now. So, but this was just too expensive for her to save for her allowance, and she says she really wants me to be DM and host this adventure with her friends. So she already knows we got it, but she can't have it until November.
Oh, well, I tell you what, honestly, that's just brilliant. Honestly, I think it's an excellent set. You've got an excellent looking dragon. You got this medieval scene that looks just brilliant. It totally harks back to the Castle in the Forest, Bricklink designer set. It's brilliant. We've got Moto in the house. That even makes everything else even more brilliant. Great to have you here, Moto. Hope you've had a top week, my friend. And Lauren says, this is totally on her wish list. What can I say? And BKM Slab says, right, I'm on board. Good stuff. Love this set. I'd really like to get it as well. Maybe I will one day. I don't know. There's so many other things. I don't know. I just like it set. This set would be so good with this current CMF series. It really would.
I was gonna say, and it comes with its own D&D campaign.
Yeah. Oh, of course it does. Yeah, I remember when we were really lucky. We happened to get Jesse on the week that they announced it. He got it from Iceberg Bricks, and we saw it live on the show. That is a good price point. $3.15 down the night. Normal. 65 quid. That's a great deal. Nice one, Martin. Here we go. This is Mr. Chalice, who's strangely enough up in Milton Keynes at the moment. What's going on here? Everyone's in Milton Keynes. What's going on? There we go. Oh, the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm not hearing too many people talk about this. Now, I know it's not necessarily the right time of the year to be exact, but great looking set. I will say this, folks. The 12-hour Halloween stream is gonna be a thing. It really is. Anyway, more details to follow soon, but I'm just throwing it out there. Love this. There we go. It's the new Pharrell Williams. This is Jetstream.
Let's see how that works.
I was thinking of all sorts of names to call this, and I watched started reading a review from Jay's Brick blog. It was like Jetstream. Thank God for that. I'll call it that. That's the piece, though, isn't it, guys? That's the element.
Yeah, that's a good, nice. That's a nice read colour.
Love that as well. Look at that. I thought I've never seen that on an instruction manual before. something completely different. Good stuff. Thank you for that, Mr. Chalice. He also took a picture of this. Some Technic car. It looks absolutely massive, and only people like Echo Bricks out there would understand what we're looking at. Oh, there's a shoe of sorts over there. I can't quite see that. Anyway, it's got a thick sole on it, that's for sure. Anyway, I had to say your Echo Bricks without saying your Echo Bricks. I mean, this is some set. This is, isn't it? Think of that, guys.
Yeah, that's really cool. I really like that.
I don't know.
It probably works as well because they usually got like all pneumatics and stuff in on Technic as well. Yeah,
so too, yeah. Sam, have you ever built anything like this? Like something as fully Technic as this? I mean,
I've dabbled in Technic in the past. It has not gone well. I create like, you know how like the Minecraft sets have like explosion features with TNT.
Oh yeah.
Every build I have with Technic seems to have that same feature, that whenever you push a button on a motor, something starts spinning and the entire thing breaks apart.
Yeah.
Pretty consistently.
Yeah.
So now Technic isn't really my
It's not your forte.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen this used before though. In Lego sets. I mean that string is quite the thing. Anyway, really cool picture, Steve. Totally appreciate that, my friend. You are my go-to Technic dude. You really are. There we go. This is from young Emily. And
that's nice.
Where's that?
I thought it was laying an egg. This is I think this is John Lewis. Was it Mark? Yes, John Lewis, isn't it, guys?
I can't remember what she said.
Yeah, it's a department store, and well, anyway, they were. She took a couple of pictures of it, but I mean, that's quite the giant figure. It really is. Let's just mute Sam there because he's making me go deaf. There she is. So there's a Jurassic World going on in Manchester, I think it was, or is. And there she is, all happy outside. So it's called the Jurassic World Exhibition. There we go. So that's pretty cool. There's, I think that's Yoda. He's got Yoda looking like he's had a few too many flat white coffees. Just saying. But anyway, he's looking very sharp. I like what they've done with the saber there, guys.
Oh, they just filled with bricks.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'm just throwing this out there. Shy, that would be a really cool way to buy bricks in just a long tube like that. I suppose they could say they're trying to get away from that sort of thing. But I think that's quite a fun way of doing it. I think. Anyway.
Oh, Mike. Like immediately, I'm like, how lazy.
I know, but I don't know. In that respect, it looks good. I tell you what, that is some hilt. That is, isn't it? Blimey. I don't know. It's like some sort of giant capsule. That thing is. This is very cool. Kylo Ren. He was good, man. He was a good villain. He was crazy. Loved him. Really, really good. There we go. There's old Chewie. Was it Captain Caveman? Can't quite tell. But anyway, it was quite good. Like that. Great picture. Oh, look. Hogwarts Express up there. Look at that. With the Harry Potter fans out there. They've got Gringotts as well. Look at the sticker on the front of that. It looks terrible. Anyway, can't get away from that. That's the thing. There we go. There we go. Who does this remind you of, Sam? Just saying. There we go. There's Hagrid himself. That's big. I tell you what, I reckon Sam's still taller than this Hagrid. Very, very cool picture indeed. Thanks for sending that in.
That one's touching the ceiling.
I know. I mean, Sam, how much do you reckon that would weigh? I mean, that's got to be half a ton, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be able to shoplift that anytime soon.
Yeah, you have a deep pocket for that. Blimey, Sam. There we go. That's what she picked up that week as well. I think she might even got a London bus in there somewhere. There's another one, too. And this one here. What's the name from Ninjago? Actually, I haven't seen TJ tonight. Very weird. What's this one? I've seen this before.
Was that Lego Team B?
Yeah, I don't know.
Lego Team B.
That's Manchester model, isn't it? That they have bees in their store.
Yeah, the Manchester is kind of the adopted emblem of Manchester. So they have it all over the place now. It was a really big thing. It kind of came out of the arena stuff. That's where it really sprang up everywhere, kind of as a sign of solidarity.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay.
That's cool. Right then.
All right. Let's see what else we've got going on here. So here's another one as well. Check something out there. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. That's nice. Nice colouring in that one.
Yeah, I'm liking that. It's pretty good. Like this. There we go. Oh, it's the other angle. I think definitely John Lewis or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's it was John Lewis, she said, yeah.
Yeah. Look there. What's that as well?
Gosh.
There we go. This is Disney. Who sent this in? SW Rebuild the World. There we go. Shy might be able to help me out with this.
So this go back. So this was a tour that we did at Disney like Backlot Studios. So what you're looking at is where Bob Iger and like everyone, all the top heads, like Kathleen Kennedy, all of them, that's their office right in front of us.
Really?
So all the what do you call those the special people as far as like actors and stuff like that? I forgot they're called something 23. I don't remember what it is. I'm not a Disney fan. Oh, I'm not a Disney fan. I'm not a Disney adult. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
So but anyways, that's where that is. So that's the dwarves, the 7 dwarves are holding up the building because back then, like back when before the movie came out, everyone was kind of getting on Walt saying that because he wanted to do a full-length feature film of a cartoon of an animation, and it wasn't a short, it was a long video, which would have been Snow White.
Okay.
And everyone was like saying, no, it's not going to work. And this is kind of when Disney wasn't doing so well. And then boom, Snow White was a huge success. So that's why it's holding up that building, or they're holding up that building. So, something cool.
Right. Well, I mean, that was the thing. Did you enjoy the tour, by the way?
Yeah, it was cool.
Okay.
I was just there because my friends were there. So that was pretty much it. Okay, go back. Go back. The only reason I'm telling you this is that so right behind those doors, in front of the doors, in front of that waiting room, that's Walt's office. How it was left right after he died. So everything, all the paperwork, whatever was on his desk or in his office, it was left untouched since his passing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
That is quite cool.
Yeah, it's like sealed off. You can't go in there.
Yeah. All right. Very cool indeed. All right, we've got going. I couldn't help but notice.
All right, so yeah, that's what I want you to see. There it is, Iron Man.
Ooh.
That's like the waiting room for like Marvel.
Yeah.
So in there's like 4 different Iron Man suits all lit up, just looking at you. It's very intimidating.
I mean, how big is that though, Shy? How big is that?
I didn't we couldn't go up there, but it looks pretty big. I have no idea.
Okay, all right, very cool. What's going on here? You in the gym here or something? Is this what that is?
Oh, okay, so go to the next photo.
All right, next photo. It might be. Here we go.
Yeah, so that's that famous camera thing that they use. So you have like 3 different images, and that's how you get that depth effect when they're doing the old school animation. Pretty cool.
It. I like that.
See that? You can see how big it is. And Ross is a tall man, so you can see how big that thing is.
Yeah, I mean, Ross is about 6'5" at least. It's big, isn't it? It's really peculiar setup, but that's how they do it. That's how they do it.
And that's the entrance to the Lucasfilm office.
Oh,
obviously can't go in there. So
that's nice.
Wow, cool.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Nice.
This is furthest I can get in there taking a photo.
Yeah, very cool indeed.
And there's us.
So who are we looking at here then? So this is you. Who's this? Should I know these people?
Stacy? Sorry, not Stacy. Yeah.
Okay.
Emily Ross.
Emily Ross. Yeah.
That's Benji in the middle.
Benjamin. Yeah.
So he's the one that he's a writer for Rebuild the Galaxy.
Yeah,
so if you haven't watched it, if anyone here hasn't watched it, please watch it because it's
I watched it. I've watched it. I enjoyed it.
Definitely watch it. He wrote this for the Lego Star Wars fan. Like I think there was only, so when we went to the premiere, which you'll see in a second, there was only there weren't that many Lego content creators there. There was more Disney content creators there. So obviously everybody laughed, but we laughed more because there are more things for us to enjoy than just regular Star Wars folk. So
I noticed that. I think even the didn't they like throw in there? I've watched it all, and it is really good. It's actually quite a good story. But the God, what did they show? There was a clone pilot. They did that. So there's stuff out there that only us would get. Do you know what I mean? And that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool indeed. Then of course we got Sarah. We got Nicole. Who's this chap? I keep seeing him everywhere.
That's John. So he has a podcast too. It's called Rebuilding Friendship. Building Friendship. So he does a podcast too, but mainly the people that are on his are people within the film industry. So you'll see him building Lego with like different actors and comedians and stuff like that. It's kind of cool.
Very cool indeed. What a wonderful bunch of people. Love that. Look, this is after a few beers. It all goes crazy. Carnage sets in. So we've got a few more peeps in here. There we go. We've got Shy's looking very smart. Still got the hat. You got Christopher there.
Jonathan,
yeah, that's it.
And then Ethan right there to the left of Benji.
There he is. That's it.
And Stacy. Well, she was on the other one.
You guys had a top night.
And there's Nicole or Nikki Bricks on the way on the right too. So apparently there was like so many invitations. So a list of invitations went out by Benji, I think was from him. And he passed it upwards to Lucasfilm, who passed it to Disney. But somewhere in the mix, something happened because a lot of people didn't even get their notification or the invitation to this. And those that did get the invitations didn't get the confirmations till like a few hours before. Like myself,
really?
I didn't get mine confirmed until that morning, or like a few hours before I had to leave. I'm like, am I coming to this or what? So someone dropped the ball there. It was kind of sad that this is the only Lego creators that were able to show. And keep in mind, you have to pay for yourself to get there. You have to pay for your own hotels and kind of stuff like this. So for the aside from Emily and Ross, the rest of us, and Nicole, I guess. And Duck and Jonathan and Ethan, which they're traveling all over the world right now. They're in Italy, now they're in Denmark. But the rest of us, we're kind of local. Like Stacy's local, I'm local, and Nicole, Nikki Bricks, or Nikki, she's coming from Northern California, so it's not that hard for her to get there. So,
wow, yeah. I mean, there is a lot. Like we got Stud City is somewhere in Asia at the moment. We got Emma Sorensen is in Copenhagen. We've got Nicole, who's over in Billund, and Jean and Danny, of course, they're in London. So it's pretty.
Everyone's traveling.
Everyone is traveling. Just say that Danny landed about 30 minutes ago, so I'm pretty happy about that. Good stuff. Only 12-hour delays. Jeez. Anyway, let's keep it going. There we go.
So these are the writers, Benji and Dan. So these are the creators of the story.
This is pretty cool, man. This is a big deal. This is Lego and Star Wars. It's an animation. It's going to be good. And
Apparently,
it's
it did so well that a Lucasfilm executive like immediately called Kathleen Kennedy and be like, "Yeah, there's something special here that you need to pay attention to." So
very cool. It's worth it, man. It's worth
there's
it.
us on the red carpet.
Very cool. I like that red carpet. Very cool. Look at that. Look, we'll fight again. They look great. Honestly, everyone just looks amazing. What's going on here? Is it a day out in Hollywood?
Oh, just like that's right outside of the theater.
Nice.
We're just all outside the theater saying hi. This is when we all kind of ran into each other.
He's always got a face on him, isn't he? Old Ross. That is his look. I love him. Very, very cool indeed. What's going on down here? What's going on down the street? I was interested down Hollywood. Who is it? I tell you, who was around that area this week was Gaz. Who's the Scottish geezer? Was in Train Spotting. Played Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor. Yeah, he got so that same day, that morning, he got his star. Nikki Bricks, the one on the right, she got him to sign the brickheads, the dual pack brickheads with him.
Oh dear God, what amazing! That's so good. He's I love him. I love him to bits. I really do. And he's Scottish. Anyway, keep going. This is funny. I like this.
Everyone knows the story. I'm sure Ryan made it very public of him getting an invitation and then get quickly denied. As far as who denied, we don't know, but it was way above the Disney side, so or Lego side. So I know he really wanted to be there, no matter however you feel about it. I really felt for him for not being able to go, so I brought his minifigure.
Well, I think that was a really nice thought of you to do that, mate. It's a cool thing, and I'm sure Ryan really appreciated it too. So very cool. This is Dan looking really happy. I'm not quite sure what Dan's building here.
I know. That's the Ideas Mickey. I believe that's the inside it.
He built that this week, I think he did. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. It's the rose. There it is. It's a print as well, which is kind of cool. Liking that. Nice picture as well. Got this geezer here. He looks like Ezra Bridger, but he's not. Carrie, I need your.
It's Bruno. We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about Bruno. No, the whole thing.
It's got a good voice on him. Do you know one thing I never talk to you about ever is your dancing? But we'll come back to that one day. It's just something that always drops off my mind for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. It's a very kind of.
I mean, we're only 3 hours in. I think we could have a good hour-long chat about dancing.
No, this is going to be a short one. This one.
It's only going to be 2.5 hours long.
This was meant to be over half an hour ago. I'm really a big fan of these. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm a big fan of these. I really want to be building these. I'm going to buy this later on in the year. After I'm literally a big bunch of us are going to get together. Carrie, maybe even Sam might want to join us for this one. And we're going to go to Leicester Square. We're going to watch in one of the big Odeon movies cinema shows. We'll see the new version, take on of Wicked. The movie version, the motion picture, some people even call it, back in the 70s. And then we're going to go to the Leicester Square store after that and see it. This is the Burrow set. This is Eureka, who's out there. Eureka. Look what she's done. Look what she's done to it. Looks amazing.
Genius. That's really cool. Oh, she's got all the details as well, because they've got in the book. They've got like practice rings for the Weasleys as well. So she's got those outside.
Quidditch.
That's really cool. Yeah.
I'm about halfway through at the moment. Listening to Stephen Fry this week.
It's great, isn't it? Oh,
it's really good, really good. Honestly, I've learned so much more about Harry Potter this week. I really have.
Can you say her name yet as well? Just out of curiosity.
I'm saying Hermione. Is that close enough? Is that near enough?
No, it's really not. But
but you know who I'm talking about. If I say,
we do. No one
how
else
should I say it? Remind me how I should say
Hermione.
it. Hermione. How about that? Hermione. Hermione.
That's perfect.
What about Hermione? I mean, that sounds
not Hermione.
All right. Well, we're working on it. I can't. What can I say? There we go. My God, I've been out there all day. I love it. So grateful for you guys being out there as well. And that is, I didn't get any pictures from Gaz this week. He didn't bother to send me any, lazy sod. There we go.
Maybe he's trying to make the show shorter for you.
Maybe he is in his own little way. I do like the little bridge. I always like the little Lego bridges. That is a thing for sure. We've got some really cool pigs going on there. We've got loads of chicken. There's the wonderful Molly. I think everyone would agree they would love Molly as a mum. I think Molly is the best mum.
Yeah, she is.
All of it. But, yeah.
Hey y'all, I gotta go help some kids get some dinner. My daughter's got a sleepover, so they're getting hungry.
Meredith, lovely to see you. Take care.
Thanks for having me. It was great seeing everyone.
We'll see you in about 4 weeks.
Take care.
Can't wait for that.
4 weeks.
All right. And I look forward to your messages as well. You take care.
Okay.
Love you
Take
loads.
care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Right. Okay. So as always, folks, Eureka, honestly, that is such a cool picture. I love it. Great scene as well in the burrows. What can I say? I'm learning loads about Harry Potter at the moment. It's a thing. It really is. Everybody, whenever you want to send me pictures, send them to me any time of the day so you can look crazy like Dan does here. And you can send them to me any time of the week, either at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com or you can just simply DM me over on Instagram, and you get strange, crazy things like this with some really cool stories behind them, which is jolly well exciting. Anyway, where are we at? I tell you where we're at. I'm at the point where everybody who's watching at the moment is tuned in, or maybe even watching in the future. Do me a little favor, check out everybody who's been on the panel tonight. You'll find all the details, as always, down in the description below. And while you're there, give us a thumbs up as well. Maybe leave a comment as well. I would normally start winding the stream down, but I've got to do this thing called Bean Boozled. Give us a thumbs up, actually, Carrie. You know how to do it much, much better than I do. There we go. I don't know how she does it. It's almost unorthodox. It really is. But anyway, I've got to go through this thing called a Bean Boozled, and it looks and it sounds something like this. Right, it's very, very simple. We're going to be really quick tonight as well doing this, folks. So if I do happen to be sick, I apologise already. But here we go. So I've got to flick this thing. Sam, have you ever done Bean Boozled before?
I think I have years ago, yeah.
Okay, well, I haven't grown out of it. It's the first time I've ever done it. I can see why I don't. Anyway, this is sponsored by Lego Team B through this segment called Lego Team Bean. My God, it's a Tutti Frutti again. I keep getting Tutti Fruitis, guys. All right, here we go. This is either Tutti Frutti or a stinky sock, right? And we've got to do 4 tonight. We're going to stay on the right. Okay. Oh no, it's all right. It's Tutti Frutti. That's a good one. There's nothing stinky about this at all. BK Slam says it's time for me to go home. Good night, London. Great stream, everyone. Thank you, BK Slam. Lovely to see you. Shy, I got a bit of a contingency from Brickmania people watching this these days, which is very, very cool.
I know, it's great. Nice to see them.
I know,
Hi, Slam.
It does. It's lovely. I can't wait to get back out to Chicago to see him again. Anyway, next one up. Here we go. Very quick. Oh, I don't know what that is. That's this is strawberry banana smoothie. Or this is one of Sam's favourite, or it's dead fish. There we go. Let's try it out, shall we? I think that's strawberry, guys.
Okay.
Strawberry. It's certainly not dead fish.
No.
I've had the dead fish one before. It was not good. Okay, right. We're halfway there.
Banana as well.
Halfway there. Yeah. I don't mind banana. I had banana earlier on. I've had half a banana anyway. What can I say? I like a banana. Anyway, next flick. Here we go. Oh, it's horrible though. They're together, they do taste a bit yucky. I'll be honest. Next one up. There you go. What's this? Oh, it's this again. Birthday cake or dirty dishwasher or dishwater, I should say.
Sounds appetizing.
There we go. Not very nice. All right. There we go. Right. Oh no, this is dirty dishwasher. Dishwater. I don't even want to talk with it in my mouth. It's horrible. I'm going to buy a carrier box of this for Christmas, I think. We can do it on the brick box show or something like that. Oh, well. She'll just swallow them whole. That was horrible. That tastes like one of those tablet things you put in the dishwasher. It's a horrible thing. It's horrible. It's unnatural. Anyway, next thing up. I don't know if they can sell things that taste like that Honestly. Oh, this is a different one. This is either a juicy pear, and I do like a juicy pear, Gaz. Just saying.
Okay, I'm not saying
Or-
anything.
Or a booger. A booger? Does that mean to be a bogey? Is that American for bogey or something? I don't know, it
Yeah,
sounds horrible.
booger.
So yeah.
Booger. All right, here we go. I don't know if I fancy either of these, but anyway, we'll go for a juicy pear. All right. There we go. Yeah, it's a pear. That was all right. I don't normally get one of those. Anyway, that's what we've got. Right.
So this section is just Greg eating jelly beans and quite enjoying them.
I have.
Well, you've got dirty dishwasher.
I had one bad one this week, but overall, I'll take.
Still
that.
not enough bad ones. We need
No,
more.
it's not. I'm gonna have like weeks. I've got a few weeks coming up where it's gonna be just really, really bad, being boozled. And on that dramatic bombshell, let's go around the panel and find out what peeps are up to this weekend. While I try to stop myself from being sick, because my brain at the moment just cannot compute what flavour it's got going on inside its head at the minute. It's slightly detachable. Check out the survey, folks, and we will. Well, as you can imagine, at the moment, Rivendell is tops. Oh my God! Newsflash. Hogwarts Express has got 1%. It's actually somebody out there has voted for it. 86 votes out there so far. Thank you for them. Keep the thumbs up coming. Let's fly around and whiz around the panel, see what peeps are up to in the next week or so. Starting with you, young Sam, Mr. Gene Z. What you got coming up in the next week or two? You could do any videos for once?
Oh, no. That would be a surprise. I do want to get a video out on this Stormtrooper thing. There's a set that's coming out in October. There's a set that's coming out October 1st.
Yeah.
That I've got a really fun idea for a video that I want to do it on. So that is, I also want to get that pretty much out quite soon. So within the next 2 weeks, I'll commit to saying there will be a new video posted to my channel.
Oh, good stuff. All right. I think I remember your Stormtrooper now. Is it the one where it's like a big giant Stormtrooper mech?
Yes.
Oh, I remember it now. I really like that one as well. It was so memorable.
It's exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I got there in the end, Shy. I just need a couple of pointers.
I was like, oh, come on.
It's like dragging it a bit. What can I say? Oh, God, it's flavour. You know, the worst thing is as well, I've run out of Ribena. I've got no drink left. It's a nightmare. All right, good stuff. Sam, lovely to see you again, even though you look like you've been shrinking. I don't know if you've moved your camera up or you've shrunk slightly. But anyway, Sam, lovely to see you. You're looking gorgeous as ever. You really are. Let's go on to Shy Time is My Time. The man, the barge. What can I say? The legend is Shy. What you got coming up this week, other than piles of stuff?
Aside from the barge,
Yeah.
So the barge kind of took priority with everything now. So you're gonna see something with the barge. What that is exactly, I don't know. I have an idea in mind. I hope it turns out well. We'll see. So, but that's pretty much it. Like, I do have other projects to be working on that takes priority again. So you're probably not gonna see any other content until maybe in September. Not September, sorry, October, beginning of October.
Really? Blimey, that is a while ago.
So everything has to go on pause for a second.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It's life and stuff. It happens. Good on you for getting the barge and also as well, Shy. I just want to say good on you as well for having a very honest opinion on it as well tonight, man. Keeping you, what can I say? You're being authentic as ever, which is what I love about you, dude. It really is. It's amazing.
Thanks.
Where should we go next? Andrew's gone, folks. He's gone, as you can imagine, he's gone to sort out his kids. He's keeping that going, which is jolly good. Meredith as well. She'll be back with us in about 4 weeks' time. So with that in mind, as he takes a big swig of his gallons of orange that he has for that vitamin C infusion that he loves, Gaz,
more for the sugar.
What you got coming up this week? Are you going to do one of those streams on Wednesday again? Are you going to do something like that?
Possibly not this week, actually, because I've got to get stuff sorted out for Steam, which is getting ever closer. So I'm trying to just get stuff sorted out as much as possible because I don't want to do a mad rush in the end, though. It's looking like it could be that. But yeah, so I'll be doing some actual building, which I haven't done actual building since I built the tree. So
you're going to do it on the live stream? You're going to do a live stream building the
but no, because I can't. Not a studio.
All right, so you might just be giving it a whole miss this week then.
Yeah, I might swerve this week. But that's good. It's good.
All right, good stuff. No, nothing wrong with that, mate. I might step in then. I might step in and just do keep your seat warm for you. Good stuff.
Don't break it then. If you're going to do that, don't break the seat. So
I won't break it.
Your seat's broken. So.
I know. If I do, I try not to make it squeak. I promise you. You just reminded me. Actually, I got to do a repair this weekend. I've got to change a gas strut on a chair. Can you believe it? Me of all people, gas strut. It's a thing. Honestly, folks, Google it. I promise you. All right, guys, great to see you as well tonight. The Brick Bods. Ian looks like he's slightly becoming imprisoned by his structural integrity.
Go through the hole. Say hello.
That's it. Oh, it's scary. It's like a troll under a bridge. Yeah. Hi, honey, I'm home. Ian, Carrie, what are you guys up to this weekend? Are you thinking of maybe coming to London?
Yeah, that's the plan. We're heading to London tomorrow to hang out with you, Greg.
Yeah. And not only me, you're not coming to London.
We're also coming to see Jean and I think Daddy Bob as well, which would be exciting because we totally missed her in Chicago. So it'd be nice to actually say hello to her. And then we will be live streaming on Sunday, usual time. We're building the Snow White cottage this week. So,
that is a good set.
Is that not the plan?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure that was the plan.
Ian never gets through a stream without saying,
building the Snow White cottage.
I got no idea.
It's the plan now.
So. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what you're doing this weekend, Ian.
And I'll be building some more of my crab, which I haven't got any further.
Can we have a look? Just see where you got to on it.
It's exactly the same place it was before. It's just a mouth. I've got eyes, but I can't. I need to find something to attach them with.
All right.
And then I need to finish the shell. And I've got some legs, but I don't know how to put them on. So
are they legs? Okay. Imagination.
It could be legs. Why would they not be legs? Like that,
What part's that? I don't like it.
That's some sort of claw piece.
Is it a claw piece?
Oh.
It's on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know. Big, lovely colour. What is that?
It's technical on there.
Normal blue. See, please.
It's lovely. Ian, can I just say as well, just want to big you up a little bit. I really, really like your T-shirt that you got on tonight. Very, very cool.
Oh, yeah, it's
the Sonic one, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
I probably bought it.
I like it. I like it loads. You got good taste, or maybe your wife that bought it for you's got good taste.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Always
Exceptional taste. Good stuff. Well, what can I say, folks? The survey tonight priced at £430. What Lego set, in your opinion, represents good value for money? Rivendell comes top, unsurprisingly, with 71%. Avengers Tower second, 13%. Rivendell absolutely crushed it this week. Very close, though, behind Avengers Tower. Interestingly, you got Jabba's Barge. Now, bearing in mind this is 87%, so it's almost 100, so it's easy enough to work out. Hogwarts Express, though, came lower than Jabba's Barge. I'm slightly surprised about that, but slightly not as well. I don't know. Curious one. Anyway, thank you everybody for voting in that. If you happen to be listening to this stream back or watching it back, whatever floats your boat or floats your barge in this case, let me know what you think of that down in the comments as well. I'm always interested in it, and obviously we'll get back to you as well. Don't forget, folks, you can send me pictures any time of the week as well. I want to say thank you for the Brick Bods for being here tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We're going to have lunch together tomorrow. That's going to be good fun. Guys, thank you for being here as always. Good luck with your build for Steam as well. I sent the email today, guys.
Yes, I thought it was actually your other email that you always send out. I was like, no, why has he sent it twice? But no.
Oh, no, there's for that one as well. And of course, Shy Time is my time. Lovely to see you, my friend. Good luck with your work today with the barge. My God, you like it never stops. It never stops. Thank God for coffee. That's all I Thank God for coffee. It really is. I'm going to be saying that at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning when I'm on the way back into London. Sam, lovely to see you as well. Mr. RG Sal Barge. Been lovely to see you. And of course, it's not just the guys and girls on the panel as well. It's all you lovely lot out there as well. The likes of Macro, BKM, Slab. Lovely to see you out there, my friend. The brilliant Matt Mellish. Frankie CC. Love that guy. I really do. Brighter Switch Bricks. We had OBS out there. KO. The gorgeous Eureka. And of course, Lego Team B. 2 Gay Foals. And Martin Andrews, to name but a few. So just remember tonight, folks, if you take 2 things away from this stream, or maybe even 3, the Sail Barge is actually a bloody good set. It's, how can I say, it's just a little bit on the expensive side. But always remember this, that Lego, it is a wonderful thing. And each and every one of you out there are too. Take care, have a wonderful weekend. And I can't wait to see you very, very soon. And on that note, good night.